The percussion added to this track.
It makes it sound great.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities.
Are we actually gonna see Alphino this time?
I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
What's up, Aaronville?
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Oh! I like how Soken keeps adding to this song. Okay, stuff we've already seen.
Come now. There's no cause for panic.
I like how everybody else does that and fucking Astidian just does arm's length.
This one might make for a worthy opponent.
He's got his arm up, he did arm's length. That's gonna be a dungeon boss, right?
Oh yeah.
Still waiting for the Warrior of Light to pull out a gun. Was that a new scar on the Warrior of Light's face?
On the right cheek.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's from that strike he just got hit with.
I think so too, yeah.
Viper.
The Nutkin trying to find Thancred.
Might you have a moment to speak further?
New vocal part of the song. It was finding Thancred. Is it the same one? Meanwhile, man, this track's a fucking bop.
It is.
Devin, I think it's going to be Green Mage. I think we'll also see in a few seconds, probably.
Warrior Light's never.
Oh, this is new.
Trailer.
Well, this isn't.
The song though.
Hello?
What?
It is crap. Oh, shit! It's Pictomancer!
It's Pictomancer. Oh. Oh. Pictomancer.
Holy
That is a
shit.
choice.
That was the one I was least expecting. Holy fuck.
Wow.
Which means Green Mage might be the limiter.
Limited.
Hi, Amanda Atchin. I think we found Calix's new main class. Oh! Whoa!
There. Look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
Alphino, we gotta grow you up, bud.
You and your adventures. I trust you have not forgotten the true purpose of our voyage?
Fem Rothgar? There she is!
Last, we have come to the land.
I fucking called it!
New world.
Hey, Core.
Hi, Cor.
Tural,
And she doesn't just look like a Makote.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Damn.
Wow. I cannot wait to play.
I know. Hey, Cody!
Hi, Code.
Funny face, though. I mean, it's CG. We'll get to see how it is.
How do you have to play so you get to this point?
What's that?
Cody has to play more 14 to get to this point.
True. Let me turn this down a little bit. Audio balancing is a little high. Yoshi P! Oh my god, he's wearing a baseball outfit.
New minigame.
Maybe. I don't think I've ever seen Yoshi P wear glasses. So I'm gonna pull up my Discord for the FF14 official Discord so I can look and see what the translations are.
配信の皆さんおはようございます。皆さんようこそお越しくださいました。ファイナルファンタジー14プロデューサー兼ディレクターの吉田です。よろしくお願いします。
In this class, baseball ear. Foreshadowing this will be a home run X-Pac. Hell yeah! Every other X-Pac is a full fucking banger. And Endwalker was great, but Shadowbringers was the banger.
Hi guys,
so
thank you for coming today. My
I feel
name is
Endwalker's gonna be the next.
Final
They have a
Fantasy
pattern.
14.
Good, great, good, great.
さあ、新生14 10周年グローバルファンフェスツアーのトリとなる日本のファンフェスティバルいよいよ開幕です。ただですね、新年1月1日、能登半島の方で非常に大きな地震があって、被災された皆様に、心よりお見舞い申し上げます。非常に困難な状況から、1年ね幕開けとなった日本なんですが、僕らやっぱりゲーム開発者にとって、特にファイナルファンタジー14にとっては被災された光の戦士の皆さんがですね、日常を取り戻した時に、お帰りなさいと、楽しい世界がしっかり、作られて維持されていくことが我々の一番やらなければいけない仕事かなと思っておりますので、全力でそれを取り組んでいこうと思います。X でもちょっと拝見したんですけど、やっぱりいらっしゃれない、この会場に来る予定だったのがいらっしゃれなかった光の選手の方のコメントも拝見しました。ただそこに書かれてたのは、せっかくの機会なので自分が行けなかった分まで、皆さんに楽しんでほしいというふうにコメントを拝見しましたので、この会場に、いらっしゃる皆さん、そして配信ご覧の皆さん、僕らも含めてですが、とにかく楽しく目いっぱいやって皆さんに力を届けられればなと思ってますので、どうぞ楽しんでいきましょう。
The earthquake right now and saying that condolences to those affected by the Noto earthquake. We hope the Japanese will rise up again from the ashes and rebuild ourselves stronger.
コメントもですね、今日ちゃんと返しをもらっているので、こちらにニコニコ動画がございます。ありがとうございます。楽しむのが仕事だって。吉田見てる。必ずあります。あります。見てますよ。見てます。見てます。はい、こちらは、YouTube と、Twitch です。
Twitch?
新ヘアスタイルってそれか。
They need a Phoenix minion?
吉田の新ヘアスタイルなだけなの。
They'll probably have one.
よろしくお願いします。ファイナルファンタジー14新生10周年ということもありますし、世界中の光の戦士の皆さんのおかげ、それに支えられてですね、まさかのこの東京ドームでの、開催となりました。そのお礼の意味も込めてですね、すいません、世界中の、光の戦士の皆さん、基調講演、7.0 の情報を楽しみにしていると思いますので、ここだけはすいません、英語を
I wish I understood Japanese so I could talk more during this, but I don't know
全
any.
世界で盛り上がっていきたいと思いますので、日本のプレイヤーの皆さんもご理解いただけると大変助かります。
Thank you, Yoshi P.
Thanks, Yoshi P.
さあ、というわけで基調講演の通訳パートナーはリード英語翻訳者のケイトさんです。さあ、ケイトさん入ってきてください。
どうぞよろしくお願いします。
Is that going to be a translator, actually?
And hello to everyone on
Yes.
the stream. I am Kate, the lead English translator, and I am once again here to tell you what Yoshi P says.
さすが英語お上手。
Fucking amazing.
I am very
Thank
good at
you,
English.
Kate.
Thank you. ありがとうございます。
ロンドンのファンフェスの時にはケイトさんね、ちょっといろいろ作業がね忙しくて工事にバトンタッチだったんですけど、
14
どうですか
Warrior of Light
7.0 の翻訳
Oh my
作業
goodness
順調ですか？
順調です。
お、即答で順調。
Where did I get a ping?
I was
Why did I
unable
hear
to
a ping?
attend the London Fanfest because I was very busy working on 7.0, so Koji thankfully took
Yoshi
over.
P is a black
but
mage
it
man.
is going well, our development progress, and I am making sure
True.
to fuel my motivation with a lot of tacos. So, tacos を食べることでモチベーションをバフしながら頑張ってます。
そんなにタコスね上がるんだね。
まあそうで、まあグラハティア見ればタコス食べたくなりますよ。
あ、なるほど。
Tacos, yes.
If
Big
you see
fat
Graha, you want to eat the
tacos.
tacos. It's not weird. It's not weird.
さてさて改めまして、ファンフェスティバル in 東京ドーム夢のようなファンフェスワクワクをお届けする2日間、その幕開けは僕の基調講演からスタートします。その内容はもちろんこちらになります。
So once again, welcome to Fanfest in Tokyo. This is a dreamlike Fanfest being held in Tokyo Dome. And we want
During
to
the
kick it
Tokyo
off with
Dome,
my
damn.
keynote, the subject of which is, of course,
拡張パッケージ黄金のレガシーの最新情報をお届けしてまいります。
the newest information on our expansion Dawn Trail.
Is that a stop sign?
そして気になる発売日なんですが、
In his background?
きっと3つ目の
Oh,
フ
it's
ァ
off
ンフェ
screen
スだから
now.
発売日出るんだろうなと思って
Is somebody playing
い
Lethal
る
Company?
と思うんですが、すいません、計画上の日程
Right
は
now? What?
もちろん決まってはいるんですが、
They found a stop sign.
現状ギリギリまでちょっとすいません、スケジュールの最終調整確認をしてお
Go to
り
jail
ます。
for that.
No.
So given that this is the third FanFest, you're probably expecting us to announce the release date of Dawn Trail. Unfortunately, though we do have an internal date that we are targeting, we are adjusting the schedule, making sure it's fine-tuned as much as it possibly can be before announcing, so we will not be sharing that today.
まあ、何で慎重かというとですね、皆さんよくご存知かと思いますが、今日月のフィナーレでですね、私ゲーム業界人として人生初めての延期を
English trailer
さ
so I
せ
can
て
just
いた
give
だ
it
く
to
ことをしてしまい
to
ましたので、
Calix.
ちょっと今回はまあたとえ数週間だろうが、そういったことがないようにギリギリまで、しっかりした日程調整するために
If they've
ほんの
uploaded
少
it
し
yet.
お
They
時間いた
usually
だけれ
upload
ば
it like
と思います。
immediately.
If you're
it doesn't
wondering
look like
why, well, it's because, as you know, for Endwalker, for the very first time in my career, we had to delay the release. We don't want that to happen again, even if it's just a few weeks. So we are taking great care to make sure that our schedule is on track before announcing, but we will get you that info as soon as we can.
もうコメントでですね、10月か夏じゃないよなっていうコメント溢れてるんですけど、大丈夫です。夏って言ったら夏です。
We know that
People
they're
are saying, you
targeting
mean
summer.
October then? It's not going to be summer. It's going to be October, isn't it? No, it will be summer.
ちょっとファイナルファンタジー16だってサマーって言って6月に出てるんですよ。
We said in 16 we were going to release it in summer, and it came out in June.
スクエニ時間じゃなく、14時間の夏でちゃんと出すようにします。
We will not be releasing on Square Enix time. We will be releasing on 14 time, which means properly in summer.
はい、できるだけですね、早く発売日の情報をお出しできるように、
So,
頑張
December,
ります
right?
ので、ちょっと別の次の機会で、させていただければと思います。すいません。よろ
That's
しくお
fall.
願いします。
So we will work very hard to get you that info as soon as possible, and we'll have it for you next time. So thank you for your patience.
さあでは本格的に 黄金のレガシーの中身についてお話ししていこうと思いますが、
Ah,
もちろ
fuck,
ん
man.
皆さんが一
It
番気
can't,
に
it
なっ
can't
て
be
い
here
るのは
fast enough.
Of course, let's talk about the content of Dawn Trail and the thing you're most looking forward to.
Yeah, show me Pictomancer. I don't know anything about it.
A
Show me
new
it.
job.
さあ気づきました？どんなジョブでした？
Did you figure out what job it is?
Yeah, it's Pictomancer.
リルムって言われたジョブ名じゃない。
That's not even a job name.
僕があれこれ説明する前にですね、動画で一番最初その動きをご覧いただこうと思います。
But before you hear from me, let's see it on video.
それで
Yeah.
はどうぞ。
Ooh. Show me that Pictomancer.
All right. Oh, there's the AF gear. It looks like the character that Calyx is based
Realm.
off of from Realm. Yeah. That's a big fucking squirrel.
It
Hey,
is.
A Moogle? Oh my god! A Moogle beam.
Beware of the Koopa beam.
Beware the Koopo beam. New idea unlocked.
Yes.
はい、ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
黄金のレガシー。
Oh, good.
新ジョ
Catboy
ブ
is
第2
the
弾はピクトマンサー
official
筆を
art.
武器とする遠隔魔法 DPS となっています。
The second job of
Motion in my
Dawn
front
Trail will
porch.
be ranged magical DPS wielding a brush, the Pictomancer.
さあ皆さん予想の方は
Why are
当たって
people funnier
い
than
た
me?
でしょうか。
Did you guess correctly?
I just retweeted something for both of you to look at.
ラスベガスのねファンフェスでちょっとね謎の
The
僕
cat.
T シャツ着てましたが、
It is a cat. Okay.
Yeah, at Las Vegas Fanfest, I wore a very mysterious T-shirt.
まあうまいこと
You did wear a
なんか二つ
T-shirt.
のジョブのヒントっぽくなったのかなっていう気がします。
I feel like it was a good hint for both jobs.
It was.
はい。ピクトマンサーはですね FF6 に唯一登場したジョブになってます。
Pictomancer was the only job to debut in Final Fantasy VI.
ファイナルファンタジー6では筆を使い敵のこうイラストを描いてね描いたその敵の技を使うというジョブでした。
In FF6, Pictomancer used their brush to draw their enemies and therefore use their techniques.
ファイナ
Good.
ルファンタジー14ではその
It's kind of like Blue Mage,
とい
actually.
う部分を発展させピクトマンサーがさまざまなモンスターだけじゃなくて絵を描いてそれを魔法として攻撃や補助
In
などの
FF6,
効果を
her
発動
grandfather
させて
and
い
her
く
character
と
you
い
get
う
is
見
the
た
Blue
目に
Mage.
も
Oh,
非常にユ
okay,
ニー
that
クな
tracks
ジョ
them.
ブになってます。
She found a way to use Blue Magic.
FF14's Pictomancer has a bit broader of painting skill. They can paint not only monsters, but landscapes and other things, not just the enemies that they are currently facing. And they also have a very unique appearance.
暁のメンバーであるクルルが今回ピクトマンサーにジョブチェンジす
Hi,
ることにな
Subby.
りました。
Welcome on in. Thank you for that follow the
And
other
the
day.
Scion Kryl has become Pictomancer.
So what happens if a
クルルずっ
Pictomancer
と
draws a
ちょっ
Blue
と戦え
Mage?
なくてね
Oh
お
no.
留守番が続いていたんで
That's
きっと
what
頑張
happens
って
when
く
you
れた
put
ん
a
だと思います。
Because Kryl could never fight before, right? She was always sort of stuck watching things at home. I think she probably tried
Subi,
really
okay.
hard to take on this new role.
Sorry about that.
吉
Welcome
田
in,
は
Zubi.
ピクトマンサーのコスプレをしないのかっていうふうに、目に入ってきておりますが、さすがに
It's like putting a,
50歳の
a black hole bag into a black
コスプ
hole
レする
bag.
のは厳しいものがあると。
Everything
I've
just
seen
explodes.
people saying, why isn't Yoshi P cosplaying the Pictomancer?
Yeah.
But honestly, I think it would be a little bit difficult for me as a 50-year-old man to portray the image of this job.
Do
その
it.
一部からっていうのをちょっとやめてもらっていいですか。
People are like shocked.
スタッフ真に受けるんで。というわけで今回はですね僕の代わりにですね素敵な
Oh,
モデルさんに、新ジョブ衣装を着ていただいてます。
But in my place, we do have
Rio
a
went out to
wonderful
pet the
model
kitty.
who will be showing off this job gear.
ご登場いただきましょう。どうぞ。
Let's call her out.
Oh, they actually do have somebody who's playing the Pictomancer, cosplaying.
Intruders among us! Danger! Danger! Intruders among
Super
us!
Train Station H, welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. Hi.
いや
Welcome in. What were you
さすが
doing
でしょ
playing
う
Sonic?
Wow,
We're doing some
impressive.
Final Fantasy.
かわいいのこれありがとうございます。
Watching the
どうですかって。
Fanfest. Welcome in, folks.
無理でしょ。
Wow, look at that.
See,
That's
see,
an
this wouldn't be
amazing
good luck on
outfit.
me.
Yoshi, you can pull it off, dude. I think everybody's yelling at me can pull it off.
ちょっとコメントを
Look at his face.
一斉に大
GameCube
丈夫
Sonic
に
and
やるよ
reading
みたいなの
the
やめてもら
comics,
ってい
very
いです
cool.
か。
Everyone keeps saying, no,
worries.
it'd be fine, it'll look great, please stop.
こちら新ジョブピクトマンサーのジョブ専用装
They
備を
have
ま
the
といイメージ
Pictomancer
キャラ
job
クター
share,
と
but
して
they don't
登
have the
場していた
official
だきまし
trailer
た。
up yet.
So our model
That's
here
wild.
is wearing the job outfit
Well,
for
welcome in, Raiders.
Pictomancer.
We're watching the
着心
Fanfest
地はいかが
keynote.
ですか。
They just
it feel?
announced Pictomancer.
良い。
Oh, thank you, Subi.
なんか俺の装備もうクオリティ高かった。
I guess I should switch my title to PNG Tuber, actually.
My gear was also of high quality, but man, this is impressive.
ではピクトマンサーのね、
For today.
紹介が終わるまでちょっとステージ上に一緒にいただきましょう。
If you could stay up here while we finish introducing Pictomancer, that'd be great.
God.
ではピクトマンサーの特徴を見ていこう
All
と思
right,
います。
so we get some info here.
So let's look at the details of this job.
Yeah.
まずロールに関して
We knew
は
that.
先ほどお伝えした通
Range
り
magical
遠隔
DPS
魔法 DPS で装備枠はキャスター枠になってます。
So this will be
Interesting
range
that they're a
magical
caster.
DPS,
I guess that
using the
tracks,
gear
but-
of casting.
Huh.
そして腕という専用の、
Brush.
武器を使います。
Do they have an off
And
weapon
they
of
have a
palette?
special weapon that is their brush.
コメント配信そろそろその
The weird thing they have to do is they have a stance where they have to set up and put an
そういうのが
easel.
いいんで集中して聞いてもらっていいですか。
I see you all on the stream saying you wanted to see my midriff. Please stop and pay attention now.
こちら対応クラスはございません。最初からジョブの状態で戦えます。
So there is no requisite class for this job. You can just start from the job itself.
Good.
そしてスタート
Starting
の
level
初期レベルは
80 tracks.
80からとなって
You
おり
look
ま
on
す。
the,
Starting
I
level
guess you
will be
can't see my
80.
mouse, but there's a chocobo and a bomb in their
ジョブ
little.
クエストの開始地は
thing on the
グリ
front
ダ
of
ニ
it.
アとなっております。
And the job quest will be beginning in
Could they
Gridania.
stop teasing?
黄金のレガシースタートの際には条件を満たしていればすぐにでも使用可能となっています。
So
Not
long
an
as
old
you've
doll like everything
completed the
else?
requirements, you will be able to pick up this job right as soon
I'm
as you get
surprised
into
it's not in
Dojo.
そうなんかグリダニアでジ
Charlie
ョ
and
ブ
with
クエスト
the
開始するの久しぶりなんですよね。
They always put them in
It's
the
been a long time
the
since we
starting
had a
one so
job
that new
quest
players
starting
can
Gridania.
just
はい、結構
Job
特徴
boost
的
and
な
then grab the new
ジョブクエストにな
class.
っておりますので、
True,
ジ
they
ョブクエスト
do that,
自体も、お楽しみください。
The job quests themselves are also very unique, so I hope you'll look forward to that.
では続いてバ
I
トル
look
の
forward to
イメージ
having
に行きま
job
しょう
quests in general.
Now let's talk about what they're like in combat.
Yeah.
まず先ほどお伝えした
Works in the
通
medium and
り
mixed ether,
筆に
wielding a
魔力を
specialized
込め
brush
て
to render their
描い
imagery
たイメージ、それを
imagining's
力にして
reality.
戦うのがピクトマンサーです。
What the fuck does that
As we
mean?
mentioned, the Pictomancer concentrates aether in their brush to release their power by drawing pictures.
Okay.
絵画魔法というジャンルの魔法を使います。
It is the magic of an artist.
さらにですね、ファイナルファンタジー16のピクトマンサーはね、
Creations include not only creatures and weapons, but landscapes as well. I wonder how that works.
The
It's kind
Pictomancer
of
in 6
core.
was drawing just their enemies.
It's kind of using the power of
ファイナル
creation.
ファンタジー
You're
14
right.
では相対する敵に関わりなく、さまざまな生物や武器、さらには風景を描いて効果を発揮させます。
But regardless of what enemy they're facing, FF14's Pictomancer can draw creatures, weapons, and even landscapes.
結
Cool.
構あれですね、VFX、
We saw them draw a Moogle.
エフェクトと呼ばれるものもピクトマンサー専用のタ
And shoot a
ッ
Moogle
チで
beam.
ちょっとね、ドローイングされたような形でかなりね試行錯誤を繰り返して作っています。
We have quite a few original visual effects for Pictomancer to really make it look like they are drawing.
絵を描くためには詠唱時間がありますが、もちろんそれを補う名称魔法とかアビリティも存在しています。
Of course, in order to create a work of art, it's going to take some time. But to go along with that, you will also have
landscapes made to
spells
create
and
small
abilities.
patches of terrain, buff fields that provide benefits. Maybe that's actually a really fun idea.
パーティーを強化するような魔法も一部持
So
ってい
they
ま
have
す。
instant cast. That makes
And the
sense.
Pictomancer does not simply attack, they also have magic that can buff their party.
Okay.
サポートジョブというわけでは
So
な
I
いの
think
で、
Orange Fox
そう
here
いったと
probably
こ
a
ろ
little
結
more
構気に
right.
される方いると思うんですが、サポートジョブというわけではないですが、
Which is interesting because I'll take elements from Green Mage, which is just a buff class.
ということだけお伝えしておきます。
I wonder if they're
We
going to roll
wouldn't say
Green
it's a
Mage
full
into
support job,
Pictomancer.
if that's what you're thinking, but it is not quite so attack focused as something like Black Mage.
ちなみに普段
That may be like
遠隔魔法
kind of what they're
DPS
doing.
キャスターやってるよっていう方どれぐらいいますか？
I'm
Who's playing
dropping my
ranged
ley lines.
magical
Please
DPS right
slow
now?
note them.
結構いますね。
I am dropping my ley
Quite a few.
lines. This is a large cooldown, and I drop them every 2
蘇生魔
minutes.
法は持っておりません。
Pictomancers cannot res you.
さあではちょっと頭の中イメージできた
Pictomancer can stand
かな
above
と
your
思いますの
corpse
で
and type
先ほどの動
slash
画
paint
もう一度
black
ご覧いただこうかと思います。
slash
So I
paint
think you
red.
have a good idea now in your mind of what Pictomancer might be like. So with that, let's take another look at the video.
どうぞ。
All right, we get to see the video again. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Let me just paint your camera. Fuck you. Stop looking at me. They can paint you a coffin. Yep,
I'm assuming, is this the 1, 2, 3?
probably. If they have a 1, 2, 3.
True.
But those were instant cast, and it looks like this is a full-on cast. That's a landscape.
But I think that might. Is it a buff?
It might
That
have
was a
been buff.
blizzard.
It was.
Moogle.
Calling it a Moogle to just beat the shit out of that poor flying squirrel. This is gonna be a dungeon theme. Because I remember the two ones were
あり
dungeon
がとうござい
themes.
ます。新ジョブピクト
Better
マン
have
サ
a
ーい
dot
か
or
が
we
だった
riot.
でしょ
I
う
agree.
か？
Thank you.
Areku, if
How
you're not
was it?
streaming, you're welcome to hop into my my Discord and chat with us.
配信の先にいる光の選手の方からですね、質問が届いておりました。絵が下手な僕でもピクトマンサーになれますかって。
So we have a question from the chat.
Oh my goodness,
asking,
A,
okay,
26
even if
months,
I'm
holy shit.
Just terrible at art. Can I
am
be
busting
Pictomancer?
in what's up, Lockely the Fox.
絵が
This looks
死ぬ
like
ほど下手な
Fanfest.
吉田に
It
も
is
使えている
Fanfest.
ので大丈夫だと思います。
We just got
I am so bad at art that it is like just so dreadful, and
we
I'm
just got
fine, so you'll be
Pictomancer as the
fine.
new class.
美術1ですって言ってる方いらっしゃいますけど大丈夫です大丈夫です。
It does not require artistic skill.
And it should have a dot.
ではピクトマンサーありが
Oh,
とう
thank you
ご
for
ざ
the
いま
follow,
し
Core.
と our
た。
Pictomancer.
Welcome into the Skyway Cafe.
さあここでちょっとピクトマンサーに関してですねドイツ語のプレイヤーの皆さんに一つお知らせがございます。
Now we do have one announcement about Pictomancer for our players playing in German.
Oh, they have a different name.
Foxes and coffee.
Thank you so much for 15 months of subs.
Lockle coffee.
I hope it'll paint us a coffee. Thank you so much.
So in FF6, both the original and remaster, Pictomancer had previously been translated as Duplicant.
Duplicant. I love how they spend this time to be like, hey Germans, it's not called Duplicant, it's Pictomont. Here you go.
Yes, duplicate has a bit of a special meaning in MMOs, you know, dupes of items.
でおそらくです
Hi
ね
Areku.
まあモンスターをコピーするデュプリケートするような
I've got a
イメー
live
ジで
stream
当
up
時
in
ドイツ
here
語の
if you want to
ジョブ
pull
名
that up so
作
you're
ら
on
れたん
time
だと思
with
います
us.
But at the time, because the job was in fact duplicating your enemies, that's why they translated it with a name that means duplication.
ただ実際こうピクトマンサーというジョブに関してその敵の姿をコピーするだけではなくて
This was the last class I actually expected them to put into the game.
作っていこうとするとどうしてもジョブ名とイメージの開きが出てしまうので今回FF シリーズ全体で協議をしてですね14のドイツ語版では今書かれているようにどちらかというともうピクトマンサーに近いこちらも造語になりますが
Yeah, I didn't play FF6, so I don't have
However,
a
because
basis of it,
14's
but
Pictomancer is focused around creating original works of art, not just
No,
duplicating.
Pictomancer's just the
We
11
thought
meme.
there would be quite a gap
Yeah, I was
between
expecting
the
Green
name
Mage,
if we use the
but
legacy
this-
translation. So
is gonna be
therefore,
wild.
for all of the FFs, we will now be using this new name, Pictomant.
まあ今後
Oh,
また
okay.
新たな FF シリーズでピクトマンサ
I
ー
love
が
how
登場
they're
する
like,
際には
let's spend
今
20
回
minutes talking
作った
about
ピ
the
クトマン
German
トというドイツ語表示
terminology.
を使っていこうと思いますのでミスではないのでドイツ語プレイヤーの皆さん
I
しっ
guess
か
you
り
could
協
say
議
the
した
new
上で
FF14
FF シリーズ
was
全
a
体と
realm
して決
reborn.
めましたのでご理解いただけますと助かります
Go to jail?
So in future Final Fantasy games, you will see Pictomant as the name for this job. So please know that's not
Has
a
it
mistake.
ever
We
been
didn't
in
forget the
another
old
Final
name.
Fantasy
This is
game?
a choice we made
No.
for all of Final Fantasy with
Did you
everyone
just
involved.
did you
So
just
thank you,
hint
and,
something there,
we hope you'll enjoy the new
Yoshi
name.
P?
まあやっぱりこうシリーズね歴史
Yoshi
が
Poshi?
長いとこう発展していく中
Yoshi
で
Poshi.
当
Yeah.
時ねその限定した機能に対してだけ名前を付けたものが後になってねこうそれを拡張しようとすると噛み合わなくなるっていう結構例か
Wonder
な
if
と
they're
は
going to give him
今回思
another
いました
mainline title.
Honestly, when you have such a long-running series as Final Fantasy, you will run into these cases where what made perfect sense at the time is no longer working for us, and this is a great example of the sort of stuff we deal with.
I would love to see
た
him
だやっ
make
ぱり
it
シリーズ
in a
の可能性とか
like a
発
classic
展性という
style
ことを
Final
考えた
Fantasy.
時に変更しなければいけないというタイミング
Like
が
with
あるとい
ATB
う
and
の
stuff.
も今回しっかり
Yeah.
議論した上で決めましたの
That'd be
で
cool.
まあ似
But
たよう
also
な
like
事例で
more
今回はドイツ語でしたけど
like
いろ
you
んな
know
言語で
the
ま
the
た
way
出
that
てくる可
the
能
the
性もあ
earlier
りま
games
す
were
ので
styled, where they're
なん
like
とな
more
く頭に
colorful
入
and
れて
not
おいてい
like
ただけると助かります
Heaven Sword action game.
But you know, as we grow and develop as a franchise, we
Yeah,
really
that'd be
need to
cool.
adapt in the way that is best for Final Fantasy's future. And this time it only affected
you
German,
doing
but I
tonight,
think it
Areku?
will probably happen in all languages at certain points. So just remember that that's what we're bearing in mind when we make these decisions.
さあでは続けてさまざまなキャラクターが登場するこの黄金のレガシーそのストーリーについても、触れておきましょう
So let's move on to the story of Dawn Trail, which will feature myriad characters.
今回皆さんにお届けするのは再三英雄光の戦士への最高の
Winds
夏
of
休みとお
Opportunity
伝
bring a
えしてき
visitor
ま
from
し
the
た
far west seeking the Warrior of Light's
As we've
aid and a rite of
mentioned, we will
succession.
be
So we know
giving you
this.
the greatest summer vacation a Warrior of Light could have.
The greatest summer
新たな
vacation.
冒
man.
険そしてそのバカンスの目的は西方トラル大陸になります
The site of this vacation and our new adventure will be the continent of Tural.
依頼されるのはトラル大陸にあるとある王国の王位継承霊星の助力です
May lead them to the fabled gates of
And
the
the
city of
reason
gold.
we'll
So
be
that's going to be
going
one of the
there is
hidden,
for the rite of succession
one of the hidden
formation over
zones.
there.
その依頼主となるのが
And the person who has requested
Like how
our
Elpis and
help
Ultima Thule were.
こちらのキャラクターです
is
Hello.
her.
What is your name, character?
Oh.
We finally have
ト
her
ラ
off
ル大
gals.
陸の王女
It's the
ウクラマ
girl.
トというキャラクターになります
This character is Wuklamat. She's the daughter of the current
Wuklamat.
ruler of Tural.
なんとなくねあんまり見たことのない
The daughter of the
種族に
current ruler of
見えるん
Tural.
ですけれ
So
ど
isn't the current
I
ruler
feel
of
like I
Tural a
haven't seen this before.
two-headed?
ミコってだよね多分ね
Is it a Mikote? そうですよね。
多分
Shut up, Yoshi P.
体質的にちょっとモフモフしてるミコってだと思います
I think it's just a really, really fuzzy Mikote. まあ、それしかないですよね。
Yeah,
そう
really
ですね
fuzzy.
まあまあじゃあ気にしないで先進みましょ
Don't worry about it.
う、この王位継承レー
So I
ス
assume we'll get a trailer for her in a few
さま
minutes.
ざまな候補者が入り乱れて競うものになっています
So in this rite of succession, we will be competing with other various contestants for the throne.
その王位継承レースの道中ですねさまざまな気づきやドラマが待ち構えています
And there will, of course, be a lot of revelations and various dramatic turns along the way.
まあその王位継承レースというからには他にも候補者います。
Of course, as a contest, we do need people to compete against.
さらに暁のメンバーがそこにどう関わっていくの
That's right, we're gonna
か、
be
それ
competing
はぜ
against
ひ
the other
皆さんの目
Scions.
でお確かめください。
And so I hope you look forward to finding
Core,
out how
damn it.
exactly the other Scions play into that competition.
I wonder if we get to choose what side we're on. That'd be interesting having a branching MSQ for once.
いよいよパッチ 6.55 の
I assume
メ
we
インクエスト
won't, but-
パート2から登場となります。
As for Wuklamat, who we've introduced today, you will be able to meet her in patch 6.55 part 2.
Yeah, I
早
figured
速で
that.
すね
We only saw her
非常
legs.
にキャラ性強いキャラになってますん
Me
で
Person Zero on Pictomancer. Sorry, I have art block right now.
皆さんの手で、新しい物語のまさに序章をですね、体験していただければと思います。
She is a very strong character, so I hope you look forward to getting to know her.
そんな気になる分かったじゃあパッチ 6.55 はいつなのかねと。
Okay,
This is
so
looking to be
you're
a
wondering,
fantastic
I'm sure,
expansion.
when is patch 6.55 coming
Yeah.
out?
Yes.
パッチ 6.55 は1月16日公開となります。
Coming
January
out on
16th.
January 16th.
Wow.
That's 2 weeks
Oh.
from now.
まあさすがにね来週週
Actually,
明けは
that's
すい
almost-
ませんちょっと僕らファン
almost
フ
a
ェス
week
の
from
疲労
now.
で倒れているので
Almost.
厳しいのでだから1週明けて、リリースさせていただきます。
Obviously, after FanFest is over, we are all going to be passed out, so we're taking a week and then releasing.
なおですねすいませんパッチ 6.55 は
You get one
24
week.
時間メンテナンスを予定
1
してま
week.
す。
I wonder
And
what
also, we are
is gonna-
planning to have a 24-hour maintenance for this patch.
Okay, 24-hour
これ
maintenance.
は
Got
です
it.
ねパッチ 6.55 の公開
I
作
hope I
業
have
に
time
合
to
わせ
finish
て
my
皆さん
PvP
の日
stuff.
本の全データセンターの各種まあいわゆるサーバー機材ですね。
Otherwise, I may be
まあ
grinding a
ものすご
lot
い高性
tomorrow.
のサーバーがたくさん並んでるんですけど、それを最新の機
I
材
want
に
the,
全て入れ替えるという作業を同時に
The
行わせていただきます。
that you get for your adventure
This
plates
is
for
because
the
we will be
second one, because
replacing
it's
the
like Sea
entire
of
Japanese
Clouds.
data center infrastructure with newer machines.
これによってですねさらに安定性増しますしいろんなことが、まあ、アイテム関係だったり、まあ、土地だったりハウジングいろんなことまたやりやすくなりますのでそれらのメンテナンスとそれから最新機器への入れ替えということを、今回やりますのですいませんちょっと長時間のメンテナンスになりますがご承知おきください。
We're sorry that it's such a long maintenance, but this will contribute to future stability and our ability for the servers to handle things like items and housing, so we ask for your understanding.
I
はい
mean,
で
that
は
works.
続いて新たな
Okay,
冒険の舞台となる
tell us more about
西方
Tural.
トラル大陸追加情報を、見ていきましょう。
So let's take a look at some new information about Tural.
こちらオールゼアの全体図ですね三大洲の西方に位置する巨大な大
I've been
陸
on
で
such
す
a WoW kick, gonna need to remember how
So
GNB.
on the map, you'll see that it is to the west of the
just
three
press all
great
your buttons.
continents.
こちら左に見え
Just
るの
1,
が
2, 3,
ト
then
ラル大
sometimes
陸
press
です
4, 5,
が
6.
And on the left is what
Get
we've
the
shown you
healer's
so
adjust
far.
macro ready.
まあこ
Get
ちら
your
ですね
healer's adjust macro ready. Yeah, I have one of those.
で今回なんとトラル大陸というのはですね南北に大きく、大陸が存在していて今回の舞台となるのは、その南
Can't wait
北
for us
ト
to
ラ
get
ル
an
大
updated
陸を
version
股
of
に
this
かけ
map.
る冒険になります。
But Tural is actually a very massive continent expanding from north to south, and we will
Yeah,
be
Mara City is, like,
going
down
that
at the
full
bottom
length
side of
during
this.
our adventure.
なので
Yeah, Mara
最新の、
City is
14の世
actually
界地図はこの
to the
ように
east.
な
It's
って
down
お
here.
ります。
Oh, you
So
can't see my
this is
mouse.
the full new map.
But I fully expect,
そして
considering
ご
Mara
紹
City
介
is
してきた
on this
今
map,
回
I
新たに
expect
プレイ
we
ヤー
will
の
be
皆さ
going
んプレイ
there
ヤー
as
ターン
well.
となるのがトライオラです。
And this is the new player hub that we introduced to the Yolao.
このトライオラ自体が
Right, so this is going to be
南
the
北のトラル
Charlemont
大陸をつなぐ
of the
橋の
expansion.
役目を持っています。
To the
Did we
Yolao
hear what
actually
the
functions
second
as a
city
bridge
was?
connecting the north and south parts of the continent of Tural.
先ほど
I don't think
公
we
開した
have, right?
トレーラーの方にもこうやって巨
Going
大
to
な橋
America.
出ていたと思いま
Merrick.
す。
As you saw in the trailer, there is a literal bridge.
今回の冒険はこのトライオラを中心に
That's a huge
トラル大
bridge. I
陸
hope they let us
の
walk
南
the
北
entire
をまたい
length.
での
They
大
won't.
冒険となります。
So the Tuliala will be at the center of our adventure. It will span from north to south of Tural.
まあ南北 文化的な統一感というのは、まあ、ある程度はあるんですけど、ここではちょっとネタバレで言えないさまざまな出来事により、
You have the
南と
Nero
北で
mod?
大きく物語が揺れ動いていくことになります。
There's a degree of unity between the cultures of the two due to certain developments that I will not share here.
Interesting.
There will be major story developments in both North and South Tural that will change the story significantly. So you can almost think of it as a two-part structure.
Interesting. Okay, so the major city's actually split into two parts with the big bridge across it.
そうなっていますが、
We haven't had a main city with
内容を
the
ねやってみると二部構成に近い
The city split into
新しい
two
我々の
parts
チャ
since
レンジにも見えるか
Heavensward.
もしれません。
Of course, the whole story overall is one unified story,
I
but
wonder
you
if that
may
just means
feel
that
like
Tural
it does have
North
two
is like
distinct arcs when you play through it.
では
The main
新たな
one
フィ
and
ー
then
ルドを
Tural South is the
振り
one where
返
you
り
buy all your
と新し
stuff.
い情報を交えつつご紹介していこうかなと思います。
So let's both review and take a look at some new information on field areas.
まずこれまではスクリーンショッ
Get some
ト等々でしか出せなかったものを
updated graphics.
まとめてですね
Let's
既存の情報公開した部分動画にしてダイジェスト動画作ってきましたので、まずはそれをご覧いただきましょう。
So far, we've only been able to show you a few clips and screenshots, but we've put together all the materials we have so far into a collection that we will show you now.
それではどうぞ。
Okay. Cries an old CPU. I'm sorry, Core.
Rip.
The new fog and environmental graphics are fantastic. It really sort
Looks
of adds.
Looks like Gridania, but more green.
That's kind of what because this has sort of like a Thanalan vibe to it. Gridania, but more green. That's Raktika Greatwood. Legitimately, it's just the Lahi.
I have a mix between Gridania and Thanalan now that I've seen a bit more.
I like the depth of field blurring things for no reason. Guys, don't turn depth of field on when you're recording. This isn't Discord making this chunky, by the way. I'm seeing it chunky too, and I'm in full HD.
The chunk.
I think that YouTube's algorithm just does not like all the little filtery things. We'll have to wait for the official video that they've like fully
Thank
uploaded.
you.
It does not like the streaming video like that. Yeah, that already looks
さ
better.
てさて
When it's
か
not
なり
moving.
冒険のイメージ多いですね。自然地形
I
そうい
like
った
the
数々
bioluminescence.
ご覧いただきました。
So we've taken a look at some natural scenes that really speak of adventure.
ではここからはですね、まあ既存エリアの紹介でしたので、さらに新たなエリアを、ご紹介していきます。
But those were areas you've seen before, so let's look at some that you haven't.
ちょっと今まで見たものとは毛色が変わるので、あまりすいません多くは語れないです。
These are pretty different from what you've seen so far, and for that same reason, we can't tell you a whole lot about them.
その点すいませんご了承ください。
Please understand.
まず
Please
は
understand.
すいませんいきなり動画
The
からいこう
Yoshi
と思い
P
ます。
go to
We'll start
besides.
with a video.
Please look forward to it.
どうぞ。
The new stuff. Oh, hello?
Oh.
Fucking cyberpunk? Wait, hold on a second. I mean, I'm down.
Is the city the loppers we're building?
Fuck if I know. I'm down to go to fucking PSO2 Collab City. Hello? This is PSO2.
It is.
I'm sure everybody's looking at this going, what the
突然の
fuck?
絵代わりに会場騒然としておりますが。
Yeah, so that was a pretty sudden change of visuals there.
You don't
Yeah, no
say
shit.
エリア、まあちょっとね動画の方では本当オブジ
So
ェク
that's
ト
where
全然出せな
Pioneer
い、ネタバレが
One
強くて出せないんですが、エリアの名前をソリューション9と言います。
We really can't show you a lot of
Solution
specific objects from this area because it would be spoilers, but we can tell you it's called Solution 9.
こちらのソリューション9も、まあ、プレイヤーの、皆さんが滞在する大都市がトライアラだとすると、こちらショータウンの状態になってます。
Finally, we get
This
something
too
from the PSO
will function
crossover.
as a town, much like the player hub of Tural.
ではちょっとだけ説明をしておきましょう。
No
I will
shit!
explain it just a little bit.
トライオラとは全く異なる
From a different
文明によって
civilization, you
築かれ
don't
た
say!
摩天楼都市となっています。
So this has been constructed by a totally different civilization than Tural.
まあそんなの見たらわかるよっていう
Here's
話
my
だと思うんですけど。
I think you can probably tell just by looking.
Yeah, no
名
fucking
前の
shit,
由来はです
Yoshi
ね、すみません、いろいろご想像
I
く
wonder
だ
if
さい。
this
ちょ
was
っとだ
something
け
created
スク
by
リーン
the
ショットもお
ASEAN,
見せ
sort
し
of
ま
like
す。
as a...
But maybe have a think about
A
why it might be
city.
called Solution 9. And we have one more screenshot to show you.
I wonder if it's a city was made by the ASEANs for when they were done with all of the stuff, like for people to just immediately move
音を
into.
立てて崩れ去っていく感じがします。
I feel like we are loudly destroying
send you a
any
screenshot
mental
and you let
image
me
you
know
might
if
have
it
had for
looks
Dawn
similar.
Trail right now.
I'm sorry, what was
すみ
that?
ません、ちょっと先ほど言い
I'm
ま
gonna
した
send
が、
you a
オブジェク
screenshot.
トは
Let
ね、
me know if it
ネ
looks
タバレが強いので、い
somewhat
ろいろちょっと
similar.
削除したスクリーンショットになってるんですけど、まあ実際にはいろんなオブジェクト存在してます。
Yeah,
Like
kind
I
of,
said, we
though
can't
I
really
never...
show you specific
played
objects in
that
this
game,
setting
so I
because it would
don't
be a
know.
spoiler.
I haven't
so we
either.
kind of erased them all, and this is just the background.
But it looks like
ま
a
あビ
city
ル
from
なの
Final
か、
Fantasy VIII,
施設
apparently.
なのか、
Interesting.
かなり雰囲気が今までと異なってます。
But are these buildings? Is this a facility? In any case, it's quite different from what we've seen.
先ほどもお伝えした通り、こ
Well,
の
I
ソ
have a
リ
new
ューション
favorite
9
zone.
プレイヤーの皆さんのショータウンでもあるので、かな
Instant
り
City
施
just
設
had
や
rejoin
設
souls.
備
Yeah,
の
that's what I
多
was
い
kind
場
of
所となってい
thinking.
ます。
And now that the
But
ASEANs
as
are
I
all gone...
mentioned, it
This is
will
where
be a player
Pasturot's
hub, so
been!
you can expect a lot of different facilities and features there.
It's a player
ど
hub?
んな物語
Okay,
に
we
な
have
る
our
の
other
か、
player hub.
そもそもここはどういった場所なのか、これまでの
Interesting.
今までのね、
That's my
6.X シリーズ
crackpot
までとも
theory.
異なる
The ASEANs
雰囲気で
created it.
の冒険、いろいろご想像ください。
But as for what this place actually is, what sort of story will take place here, you'll just have to imagine for yourself something that is quite different from what we've seen thus far up to 6.X.
ではもう少し
It's
だ
not
け
that
新しいエリア
different.
紹介し
Like,
ていこうと思います。
it looks to me
I'll
like...
show you one more area now.
こちらはアートワークとなっています。
This is the concept art.
こちら新たなエリア名ヘリテージファウンドと言います。
And this area is called Heritage Found.
I'm just seeing that rotten pizza sitting up above.
もう謎しかないですねこれね。
Well, that's probably the city then,
Pretty
sitting up above.
mysterious.
蒸気機関を持ったような列車が走ってます。
Yeah,
There
it
seems to
looks
be a
like Allegan Tech
steam-powered
taken to
train.
11. You're right.
まあしかもこう
But
これ
that
アートワー
looks
ク
like
ですけ
the
ど
new
手前
city
と
sitting on
奥と
top of
で
that platform
異
in
な
the
ったね
middle.
文明が混ざってるように見えます
So
が
it's got
こ
all
ち
the
らは
purple
一つの
tech,
エ
and
リア
this
の
is like
中
built
になってま
underneath it.
す。
And it certainly looks like the stuff in the foreground and the stuff in the background were constructed by different civilizations, but this is all one area.
異常なほどですね奥側電気に満たされた地域になってます。
This area is absolutely replete with lightning energy.
ではここからはですねちょっともう説明ができないのでスクリーンショットだけチラチラお見せします。
But I can't really give you any more explanation than that, so we'll just take a look at a few more screenshots.
なので 7.0
Yeah,
黄金
give
の
me
レガ
some
シーには
screenshots.
いろんなエリアが出てくるよと思っていただければ
It could
助
be,
かります。
And
Devin.
you'll just have to take this in the spirit of there are a variety of areas coming.
ではま
Thanks,
ず一枚
Yoshi
目
P. Yeah, that's the same tech.
まあこれまでね黄金のレガシー自然地形とか荒野ばっかり紹介してきたんですけど、まあこういった地域もあって複数の文化というのが混在しています。
Unfortunately, my Final
So
Fantasy...
far we've shown you a lot of fields and natural scenery, but as you can see here, there's also these very unique areas with cultures intermingling.
なんとなくねガレマール帝国っぽいイメージにも見えなくも
My
ない
Final
んですけ
Fantasy
ど、ちょっと違いますね。
mental Bible is not
It
as
looks
good
a little
as
bit like Garlemald, but not quite.
other people's.
ガレマール
I haven't played
だ
all
と
of
黒
them.
と赤だもんな。
And Garlemald was very black and red.
そして2枚目、 奥に見えるのは先ほどのアートにも見えていたタワーなのか何なのか。
In our second screenshot here, in the background, you can see that same thing, whatever it is, a tower maybe?
まあ、こういった地域だと
The
しても
city's
人
absolutely sitting
々
on
は
top of that,
ここで
right?
たくましく力強く生きています。これ
The
らは
last
ダ
city.
ンジョンではなく、プレイヤーの皆さんが冒険するフィールドとなってます。
But even in an area as strange as this, we have people living their lives. This is not a dungeon.
なんかここで釣れる主どんなやつ
Very
なんだろうなって想
almost
像する
certainly,
と
right?
I wonder
Last
what
mission we
kind
dropped the
of
plug.
big
No.
fish you can fish up here.
そして最後、こんな場所もありますと
I'm
いう
gonna
の
need
だ
a
けお伝え
cyclopedia.
してお
What
き
the
ま
fuck?
す。
There's also this, and that's all I'll tell you.
まあ、とにかくですね、7.0 黄金のレガシー、いろんなものを詰め込んだ拡張になっています。どんなエリアなのか、何が待っているのか、いろいろご想像していただければ嬉し
That's
いで
very
す。
Lockely colored, actually.
But what we've shown you is that Dawn Trail will have a variety of areas and things to experience, so let your imagination run wild.
さあ、ではここエリアの紹介をしましたので、
All right, so who's our new
こちら
allies that we haven't seen yet?
友好部族、この地域に住まう部族たちのおさらいをまずはしていこうと思います。
But now that we've talked about the areas, let's talk about the people who live there who might become your potential allies.
I'm still waiting for their break.
これまでにペルペル族、それからモブリン族を紹介
In
してき
case
ま
of
した。
emergency,
We've
break
already
glass
introduced the Pelu
Sephiroth
Pelu and the
fight.
Moblins.
もともとですね、この地域巨人族文化も強く根付いており、オールゼアとは異なる
They do,
夜
Orange
深い族という巨人たちも見受けられます。
So in this area, there is a deep-rooted culture of giants. Though they're not called giants, they are called the Yokhui.
バヌバヌ族にも似た姿のちょっとねカラフルな種族ですが、ハヌハヌ族と言います。
We also have these colorful folks who look quite similar to the Vanu Vanu, and indeed they are called the Hanu Hanu.
The Hanu Hanu.
プロデュースされたライブとかでも話すとき、
We do have a llama
吉田
too.
滑舌悪いなって言われそう。ハヌハヌ族です。
We need a
Yes,
fourth
so
clan
they
of
are called the
goblins.
Hanu Hanu.
God
そし
damn
て何よりですね、今回やっぱり注目なのはこちら、さまざまマムージャたち登場してきます。
Even more
But
goblins.
the most
neat.
important part of this are the
A bunch of new
Mamulja.
Mamulja.
トライオラを収めている相当の2つの、ね、頭を持つマムージャ、
Hi,
グルージャジャを筆頭にですね、数多くのマムージャ族が登場してきます。
It is a baby
The most
Sahagin.
prominent example is, of course, the current
Weird.
ruler of Tuliolo, the two-headed Gulul Jaja.
Well, Mamulja.
But there are plenty of
But yeah.
other Mamulja of all shapes and sizes.
まあここでちょっと
Good to
スクリー
see
ンショットで
diversity
紹
being
介してい
added
る
into
の
the
は、まあその一部
the
になりま
species,
すが、
honestly.
多様な、部族が登場して物語の中でもその部族同士の多くの価値観というのが、
And they're
物
all
語
gonna
上
try to
提
beat the
示され
shit
てい
out
き
of
ます。
What we're showing you in the screenshot is but a small sampling. In the story, I think you'll find that the Mamulja are very diverse, including their perspectives and values.
まあ彼らと光の戦士である皆さんが出
I
会
wonder
い、
that how they're
ど
gonna
の
get
ような冒険
around
の
the
道を
fact
進んでいくのか、
that
そし
Blue
て
Mage was
プレイヤー
very
である皆
cultural
さん自身
appropriation
が
of Native
今回の物
Americans.
語からどういったものを感じ考えていただけるのか、僕自身も非常に楽しみにしつつ制作を進めています。
I'm
Are they
really
just gonna
looking
ignore
forward
it?
to seeing how meeting the Mamulja will change your adventure, and also how you specifically will feel about them and what you will take from this story.
さてさて、じゃあここからはですね、各種システムのアップデート、それからコンテンツについて、お伝えしていきます。
So now let's move on to system updates and more
Okay.
details about the individual content.
現状
System
お伝
updates.
えできる最新の情報をすべて盛り込んで 7.0 全体をお話ししていこうと
Yeah,
思い
that's
ます。
what's really
そ
cool.
して
And I
7.x
hope
シリー
they
ズにも
do
触れ
more
て
of
いき
that,
ま
Orange
す。
Fox.
So we will be giving an overview of all of 7.0 as well as 7.x, including as much new information as we can share right now.
Okay,
まあす
so
み
we'll
ません、ま
probably
ず
get a
は
little
何
bit
度もお
of
伝えして
leftover
恐縮
stuff.
なんですが、ついに皆さんのレベルキャップが100になります。
As
I
we've
don't
said
know
a
why
few times, the
people
level cap will be raised to
clapped at the
100.
level caps going up 10 levels like we don't already know that's coming.
Q14 からやってるよという方どれぐらいいらっしゃいますか？
How many of you have been playing since 1.0?
ありがとうございます。ありがと
Oh
うござ
my
います。
god, it was fucking quiet.
皆さんとはね、足掛け13年以上の旅路になりました。
It's been more than 13 years together.
うわ、すごい。コメントでもたくさんね、手を挙げていただいてます。本当にありがとうございます。皆さんのおかげでね、我々今こんな場所で各章についてお届けできているので、本当にありがとうございます。
The Nico Nico
Thank you all so
Duga
much. We've gotten to this
comments
point
just
because
flying
of you.
across left to right.
もち
I
ろ
don't
ん
know how you
申請スタートの
how
タイ
you
ミン
keep
グから
track
始め
of
てくだ
those
さっ
because
た
it's
方、
like they move at
最
different
近始めてくだ
speeds.
さった方も含めて、光の選手の皆さんがいてくださるからこそ、ここまでね、我々開発チームの長い旅でもこの10年あったと思うので、その
If I
果
was
て
still
にです
20
ね、
and
つい
playing
にレベ
MMOs
ルキャッ
besides
プが3
GW2, I'd
桁に
still
な
be
ると、
tempted to
これ
pick up
長く続
14.
けられないと到
It's
達しないの
still a
で、
lot of
本当
fun,
にありがと
Akavu,
うご
and
ざい
it's
ます。
just play through
Of
it like
course,
it's
all
a
of you who joined
standalone
from
Final Fantasy
2.0
until you
and those
catch
of
up.
you who have started playing recently as well are equally important. We could not have gone on this long, long journey of 10 years without you and reached this milestone of a 3-digit level cap.
さあ、では今日お伝えした
Also, the,
ピクトマンサーも含め、7.0 では
The
バイパー
critically
と
acclaimed
ピクト
trial
マン
now
サー
lets you
2つ
go
の
for
ジョブ
free all
が
the way up to
実装となり
Stormblood,
ます。
which is
So
over halfway
including
through.
Pictomancer that we introduced today, as well as Viper, we will have 2 new jobs in 7.0.
ちょっと質問してみようかな。
And a limited job, Yoshi P.
バイパーやるぞっていう方。
Who's going to play as Viper?
お、3割、4
It's
割
weird
ぐ
how
らい。
quiet people are and they're just
あり
hanging.
がとうございます。
25-30%?
Who still has the time for
ピク
Molten?
トマ
Don't
ン
ask.
サーやるわっていう方。
Ekavu, I have like
Who's gonna play
5 MMOs
Pictomancer?
installed right
お
now.
多いな。
Wow, there's a lot of you.
いやいやいやい
I'm in my
や
mid-30s.
いやいや何言ってんだよ。結局全部やるんだよっていう人。
Who's going to play everything?
当然やろうみたいな感じでありがとうございます。
Everyone's
I
like,
can't
yeah,
wait to try
obviously I'm going
Viper.
to do that. Thank you.
おコメントでもそりゃそうだ
And I
ろ
hope I
う。
can get some cutlasses.
Of course.
まずはピクトマンサー、バイパー、どっちもやる。結局
I'm
全部や
gonna
るって書い
assume
て
cutlasses
い
are
ただ
gonna
い
be
て
a
ます。あり
thing.
がとうございます
They've。
There's a lot
got
of
to,
folks
right?
saying, I'm going to do both. I'm going to play them all. Thank you so much.
まあ新ジョブだけじゃなくて他の、既存ジョブに関しても、レベルキャップ緩和された新たなアクション追加されますし、大きなメンテナンスが入る場合もありますので、既存のジョブも
I
です
also
ね
play Guild Wars
しっ
too.
か
It's
り
one of the several
アッ
that I
プデートして
play.
いこうと思います。
Of course, it won't just be our new jobs. With the level cap being raised, we will be adding new actions and updating our previous jobs as well.
I didn't know that Kate had a
で
baseball
は
shirt on too.
続いてバトルコンテンツ、ちょっと基礎バトルコンテンツ、新情報も含めてですね、いろいろ
Challenge
話
level
していこうと思
impossible.
います。
Yeah, that's the way I
So
play
let's
them.
talk
Is I
about the
just I'm
core
not a
battle
completionist.
content, including some new info.
もうこの辺り今表示されているものは
As
今
we
回もしっかりあり
expected.
ますよということをお伝えするだけです。
Of course, as far as everything on this screen goes, we just want to let you know that we will, of course, be adding more of these.
Can you please give the quest sync side quests more XP so I can use them to level up all classes, please? Thank you.
And of course, we will be
Agreed.
having many new dungeons.
ダンジョンの制作非常に順調に進んでます。
The progress on dungeons is going quite well, actually.
今回はですねその制作が進んでいてストーリーのネタバレにならないものを動
Yeah,
画とし
Ekavu, I
て
came back
ちょっと
after
編
they
集して
added
まと
Living
め
World
てまいり
Season
ま
1
したの
back
で
into the
ご紹
game
介したいと
so
思
I
い
could
ま
actually
す。
play it.
I'd like to show you a video. This is of the dungeons that we are
So then
well,
the story
that are
made
well
sense?
underway, and also that will not be spoilers for you.
どうぞ。
On a boat. Okay, so it's gonna be like the Garlemald dungeon where you start on a moving platform and then do some delving. I'm glad to see they have the Boja climbing a ladder animation and are using it again.
Oh.
At this point, I am in Soto, Ekavu. I am incredibly slow because I always get to the parts where it's like, go do fates around the map for fucking 2 hours and I get bored.
Holy snap, we can climb ladders now. Major expansion feature, everyone.
I know, right?
It
Oh.
only took over a decade.
Oh, cool. So that's just PSO2's
はい、ありがとうございます。
mothership. So I guess we're gonna have to go fight Falls at the end of
まだ
it.
曲はモックアップなので、これが最終クオリティだと思わないでねって言ってると思いますんで、お伝えしておきます。
I will tell you I have a message from Soken, which is that this version of the music is just a draft. It's not
Of
done
course,
yet.
it's just a draft.
制作の方は非常に順調に進んでおります。いくつかのダンジョンはですね、僕の、一時チェック、道中チェック完了しているものもちらほら出始めております。
But our progress with the dungeons really is proceeding well. I've gotten to the point of my first stage of quality checks on some of them.
続いて、ちょっと敵側のことを見ていこうと思います。
Now let's take a look at a few enemies.
こちら
Oh my god, Buff Cactar!
マリガルマンダや
Okay. Not real, it can't hurt you.
ちょっとユニークなモンスターいますね。
So we have the ones we've introduced so far, Valigarmanda, Eliminator, and there are also some interesting monsters outside of the major bosses.
That thing in the middle is terrifying.
筋トレしすぎた感ありますよね。
This thing looks like it lifts, perhaps too much.
なんというか超なんていうんですか、筋肉質なサーフテンダーに見えるんですけど、どうやら名前はバレルテンダーというらしいです。
So this super
You even
buff
lift, bro.
Sabatender is called
1,000
the
reps
Barrel
now.
Tender.
They made a bigger version of it right
し
behind
てくる
it.
イメージしかないですよね。
I can't imagine it will do much rather than just punch the heck out of you.
まあ NPC
It's going to
だけ
punch
で
the
な
heck
く
out of
ね、
you
こうした新たな生態系と
with
いう
dagger
のを持つモンスター
arms.
との出会いというのも拡張パッケージの魅力の一つかもしれません。
I think it's not just the NPCs in the new environment that are exciting. Part of it is experiencing these unique monsters as well.
そしてもちろん標的と戦う上でですね、コンテンツサポーターに関してもアップデートが行われます。
And of course, while you're fighting, you will want these duty support updates.
That's the
on your
S rank
journey.
version, Devin.
今回クルルが
It is a
ピクトマンサー
mystery.
にジョブチ
We
ェ
have
ンジして
no
おり
idea
ま
what's
した
up
の
with them.
で、ついにコンテンツサポーターデビューのような気がしております。
Given that Krile has changed to Pictomancer, I feel like she will be making her duty support debut.
Good.
クルルさんおめでとうございます。
Congratulations, Krile.
Congratulations, Kral. You've been upgraded from story NPC to doing something.
消せないやつがずっとあるんで。
I have a lot of feelings about Krile.
貸しじゃない、仮だった。もうやばいのが一個あるんでね、もうちょっとずつ恩返ししていこうかなと思ってます。
I feel I really owe her one, so let's use this to pay her back.
Let my male character wear her Pikachu hoodie.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I want to develop them.
Areku, have you gotten the
I
the
think
one
you'll
from
find
Island
these
Sanctuary?
updates very useful when progressing through the story.
I didn't know there was one.
では続いて
There
多
is.
数の装備、それから新しいクラフトというものがやっぱ拡張パック
Fuck, I really like the what appears.
Of course, as it's an expansion, we will have a lot
This is
of
gonna
new
be
gear and
crafting.
recipes.
今回、
Oh,
拡
is that
張
crafting?
7.0
Oh, it
で
is.
新
Oh,
た
I
に
love it
登
so
場する
much.
新装備というのは全て第一次グラフィックスアップデートの
Maybe it
仕
is
様によって
machinist, actually.
最初から豪華に
Because
作ら
that's
れ
Dancer.
ていますので 7.0 の
But it
新
could be a
装備
crafter.
の
That
クオリ
could
ティとい
be
うところにもぜひご注目ください。
like
So all of the
Armorer.
new gear that is implemented in 7.0 will have the graphics update applied to it. So definitely take a look at that quality once you get in game.
the one in
で
the
は
middle, I think, is
開発中
maybe
ではあります
Gunbreaker.
がスクリーンショットいくつか持っ
Yeah,
てきた
to
のでご
the
紹介しま
left
す。
of it looks like
These are
barn.
still in development,
Yeah,
but we did
that's
bring a
almost
few
certainly barn.
screenshots, so let's take a look.
こちら
Okay.
左から召喚士、侍、
Oh, that's machine-
賢者
it was machinist on the-
ガンブレーカーとなってますね。
Wait, no. That's
Right, so from the left, we
He's
have
just gonna tell
Summoner,
us.
Samurai, Sage, and Gunbreaker.
Gunbreaker. I was right.
どうしてもスクリーンショットでは分かりにくいんですが、今回それぞれのパーツに異なる素材感という、それから質感、シワの入れ方っていうのま
I like
で
the coat for Gunbreaker.
相当こだわって作ってます。
It's a little bit hard to tell from the screenshots,
And-
but each element of these outfits, in terms of textures, quality, and details, are really much improved.
今回は特に
Sage kind of
布
looks
系
exactly
の
the
質感
same.
というのがですね
I hate to say
非
it.
常に豪華になっているので、
It looks the
ちょっ
same
と
as
ご注目いただけ
the
ればと思います。
Endwalker one.
I
Yeah.
think especially the quality of the cloth really stands out.
手に入れた際にはですね、ぜひ、冒険ゆっくり一段落してからでいいので、じっくりちょっと装備というのも見ていただけると、開発チーム喜ぶと思います。
It's like they took the other one and said put shoulder pads on it.
Once you have time for a break, I hope you'll take a close look at this gear.
Looks like a fusion
That would
between
make the devs
Paladin
really
gear and
happy.
Sage.
Kind of, yeah.
そしてこちら
There's my machinist.
飛行士、リーパー、先
You know
生
what?
術師、そして
I like it.
ナイトです。
So here we have Machinist,
There's
Reaper,
Paladin. The Black Mage gear.
Astrologian, and Paladin.
Astro.
光の当たり具合だとあれですね、飛行士のあたり分かりやすいかもしれないですね。
Machinist gets a single goggle
I think
too.
the quality might be
My
easiest to
skies.
see with the Machinist.
これら装備
My
は
Skies
ブラッシュアッ
cosplay
プ、それ
goes
から
up.
調整というのをリリースギリギリまで、続けていきます。
And we will continue brushing up and improving this gear right until release.
もちろん、
A good hat on
ジョブ
Astro,
専
you're
用
right.
装備だけでなく、おしゃれ装備というところ
Paladin
にもご
continues
注
to
目
look
ください。
like Paladin.
Of course, it
So
won't
it's not
just be
a
job gear. We'll
surprise.
also have plenty of fashionable gear for you as well.
では装備も
I see where we
ちらっと
found where all
ご
the
紹介
belts
しました
went
ので、
after
次の項目
Endwalker,
進みたいと
however.
思います。
The
All
Reaper
right, so
stole
let's
them.
move on.
新たな生活系の大規模コンテンツやりますよというお話をさせていただいてました。
We have told you that there will be expansive new lifestyle content.
企画内容がですね固まりましたので、ちょっとコンセプトアートをご紹介していきた
Oh,
いと
I
思い
have
ます。
somebody to raid
And
into.
finally, our plans have come together, so
For
we do
later.
have concept art of that to show you.
こちらです。
Oh!
またどこ行くんだよっていう感じなんです
See
け
the
ど、
holotape over there?
Wow,
It's
where
the
are we going
moon.
now?
ご覧の
We're
通り
crafting a
です
city
ね、
on the moon.
次なる大規模生活系コンテンツはさまざまな惑星に訪れていただきます。
So as perhaps you can guess, the next lifestyle content will take you to various different planets.
一
Wait,
つの
what?
星だとね、なんか
What?
ちょっと絵が変わらないじゃないですか。今回絵代わりっていうところも考えてですね、いろんなシチュエーションの惑星にちょっと行っていただこうかなと思ってます。
If it was just one, you wouldn't get much variety in the scenery, so we thought we'd give you a bunch so you could get a sense of progress.
What?
なんかね、西方のトラル大陸で冒険だとか言ってるのに、
I'm not complaining, but
じゃあ
what?
ちょっとあの星行ってきてもらえるかなみたいな。
You're thinking, oh, all right, let me go on an adventure to the continent of Tural, but let me just pop over to this other planet also.
こちらのコンテンツタイトルこのようになっています。コスモエクスプローラーと言います。
The name of this content will be Cosmic Exploration.
こちらのコンテンツはですね、ソロでもちろん参加することはできますけど、皆さんで力を合わせて発展させていくものになっています。
You can, of course, play this content solo, but it's really intended for everyone to work together to make progress.
Oh shit!
この向かう先エリアっていうのもですね、パッチアップデートが進んでいくことによって、
Oh, that's gonna be
テ
fun.
ーマとする惑星が変わっていきます。
Those Aetherite fees are gonna
And
murder.
with each update, the
You're
star
right.
that you were working on will change.
どんな惑星をこう巡っていくのか、そこでね、どんなドラマが待ち受けているのか。
I'm really happy
メイン
about
クエスト
this.
とは異なりますが、パッチ
yeah.
7.x シリーズ
I didn't love
順
Island
次こう
Sanctuary,
展開されてい
but
く
this is fucking
長期間
great.
のコンテンツになっていますので、
You're gonna let me
ぜ
go
ひ
to
ご注目くだ
space?
さい。
It'll be a little bit different than the main scenario, but definitely keep an eye out for this and think about what kind of places you'll visit and what will happen there.
Garlemald's never gonna let us restore them. We're just gonna go to Garlemald in one patch and they'll be
A lot of people
fixed.
talking about Saint Seiya.
コスモって言ったら
Saint
もう
Seiya?
世代によってはすぐそうなっちゃうんですよね。
No, it's Phantasy Star, man.
To most of us, if we say the word Cosmo, we think of Saint Seiya in a certain generation.
さあ燃やしていきましょう。
Let's go.
さらなるこのコンテンツの詳細はですね、今後またプロデューサーレターライブなどで
Yoshi
順
P
次
just
お
say
伝えしていこうと
let's
思います。ご期待ください。
We will tell you more about this content in PLLs coming up.
Oh, you can't just leave me
さあ
on that,
続いて
Yoshi
は
P.
こちら、新たなアライアンスレイドについてです。
Okay, so the very first
next
boss,
about
because
our
we know
new
this is
alliance
FF11, is gonna be
前
a
回こちら
giant
です
crab.
ね、アライアンスレイドどうなるかというところは、MMORPG としての大先輩でもあり、運営開始からね、なんと21年を誇るファイナルファンタジー11をテーマにした内容でお届けしてまいります。
So as we've told you before, this Alliance raid will be based on FF11, who is our great senpai in the field of MMOs, having been running for 21 years now.
I'm actually terrified of this because FF11 is fucking
いろんなコン
difficult.
セプトアートやイメージアートを進めているところなんですが、1枚ちょっとご紹介させていただこうと思います。
We've been progressing on this development, and so we have various concept art, of which we'll show you one today.
Just one?
Oh.
I assume if you played FF11, you just started
ご存知ですよね。
quaking in your boots.
Oh, some of you know.
11を多分やってる方は
Exactly.
ご存知かと思いますが、こちら闇王と呼ばれる存在です。
Those of you who played FF11 will probably know, but this guy is called the Shadow Lord.
まあどんな登場をするのか、それから
The
他にね
Shadow
どんなボスと
Lord.
か
Alright,
キ
Google
ャラクターが
time.
登場してくるのか、ストーリーはどうなるのか気になる部分多数あるかと思います。
I'm sure you're very interested to know how he shows up, what other characters you'll see, and what the story is overall.
He's the original and main
こちらもですね、
antagonist of Final Fantasy XI.
プロデュースされ
The
た詳
first
細
big
ね、
bad
さ
evil
らに
guy.
近づいてきたらお伝えしていきますが、このエコーズ・オブ・バナディール、
Good job,
パ
Valios.
ッチ 7.1 からスタートしてまいりますので、まあ、パッチ 7.0 終わって、こちらまたね注目していただければと思います。
So we will give you more details in future PLLs, but for now, just know that Echoes of Vanadil is coming from 7.1.
はい、ではアライアンスレイドを紹介しましたので、
Oh,
こちら
we haven't heard about
新たな
the new
物語
players,
が
right?
開幕となる8人レイド
They're
に関
laughing
して
moo?
もお伝えしてまいります。
And we have another new story coming with
For
the
good or for
eight-man
bad?
raid.
さあこちらもですね
Are we gonna get a
コンセプ
preview?
トアートが仕上がりました
Concept art.
ので、そちらを見ていただこうかなと思います。
We have a concept art for that as well, so let's start by taking a look.
Hello?
ああ
We're fighting an AMD graphics card?
拡張パッケージのねアートとかけ離れすぎていて何なんだ。
Love that for us.
This is really different from our art for the
This
expansion
is
in
where-
general.
GPU
I
って言っ
see.
てる。
This
Is this a GPU or what?
I made that joke
グラフィック
already.
ボードが起立してるって言ってる。
I definitely see a graphic board in there.
It's an MSI
ツイ
GPU.
ッチと YouTube、 特にツイッチがですねすごい型番めっちゃ連呼してますねみんな。
It simulates what the graphics update
You
will do
all
to
know a
you.
lot about this hardware.
これは一体どこなのかね。そうなんなの
Oh
かさっ
shit!
ぱりわかん
We
ない
have
と
to go
思い
defeat
ます。
Bitcoin mining.
But what is this? I'm sure you have absolutely no idea.
でも
That's where all the
皆さん
graphics
グラボっ
cards
ぽいなっ
went.
て言ってるやつ、あれがレイドの舞台です。
But that thing you think looks like a graphics board, that is actually the stage for our raid.
冷却したくなるって言ってる。こちらレイドタイトル決まっておりま
I
す。
see you found who I'm going
The
to
raid
raid,
title has been
Areku.
decided, and it is
四天のザ・アルカディアというシリーズが、
The
こちら
Arcadian
レイドタイトルとなります。
Okay.
さてどんな物語になるんでしょ
The Arcadion. What sort of story
Interesting.
will it be, I wonder?
Are we doing like a big
う。
old
こちらも
VR
ですね
fight?
レイドならではの多数の新キャラクター登場予定となっています。
Of course, there will be myriad new characters coming with this raid.
物語はですね、ファイナルファンタジー14完全オリジナルストーリーとして、今制作が進んでおります。
Means we can't call the
And
raid
the story
series
itself
A1 through
will be a
A12.
complete
You're
FF14
right.
original.
もちろんですね、ストーリーを進めてい
Maybe
く、
AR1 then.
まあ、難易度ノーマルと、難易度が高い霊式それぞれちゃんと用意してあります。
Of course, we will have the normal mode for you to enjoy the story, as well as the higher difficulty Savage.
パッチ 7.0 リリ
I can't
ー
wait
ス
for
か
us to do
ら
the first
まあ
Savage
おおよ
boss
そ
and then
1
none
ヶ
after
月ぐら
that.
いで、ノーマルと霊式と順次公開していく予定ですのでぜひ楽しみにお待
I'm
ちくだ
not
さい。
mad.
We will be releasing normal and Savage in sequence about 1 month after 7.0.
まあ同時だとね焦っちゃうんでね。はい
You must collect 5
If it was
GPUs.
at the same
Enter.
time, you'd feel rushed, I think.
さあでは8
Thank
人
you,
レイドを
Yoshi
ご
P,
紹
for
介しました
allowing
ので
raiders to actually enjoy your
So
game.
that is our 8-person raid.
高難易度のレイド大好きだっていう方ってどれぐらいいますか？
And who likes the highest difficulty raids?
Oh, we're
あ
gonna
りが
get
と
some
うござい
ultimate
ます
stuff.
最近ね、絶言ってる方多いんですよ
So, the
ね。
next
A lot of people
ultimate.
playing ultimates.
Are we gonna get an Eden
次
ultimate?
は新たな 絶に関
Is
し
that going to be
て
the next one,
の
or
お話です。
And we will have a new ultimate raid.
次なるですね、絶も現在企画制作順調に進んでおります。
The planning and development for this is already moving along.
さて、今回何がテーマに
Gilgamesh Ultimate?
なるかと言い
Make
ま
it
すと、
As for the theme,
何でしょ
what will it be?
う。聞いてみよう。ゼノス。
Xenos.
こちらどうですか。どなた
I'm
か。
back.
死生獣。ああ、なるほどね。順番に来とるやんと。なるほど、うんと言ってますね。
Four Lords, maybe?
死生獣ね。死生獣以外で何か
Actually get to fight the final
Thinking we're gonna go in
Lord?
order of
エデン。ああ、なるほど、エデンね。
Eden.
エデンね。
Eden.
Okay, it's Eden.
Oh. Eden.
次なる絶コンテンツは
So we actually get to fight Eden for real this time, right? Like not the little one. The final phase is fighting.
So part of the story from Eden will be our theme.
こちらのアート見覚えもちろんありますよね、光の戦士の皆さん。
Oh
I'm sure
no,
you
I
remember
figured
this
it out.
art.
You're gonna fight Hydaelyn Reen.
絶もう一つの未来という名称になりました。
And so the title will be Future's
Gaia.
Rewritten Ultimate.
この名称ですね、
Fused together as the final fight.
パッチタイトルにもかかってます。
You know how they do it.
イメージアートもその時のものです。
As you know, this is also the name of patch 5.4 and along with its art.
今でもですね、非常に人気のあるストーリーと
Ultimecia
それから
Gaia.
キャラクターたち、
Don't.
ごめん、それらをですね、モチーフにどんな戦いとかシチュエーションが待っているのか、ぜひですね、
I guarantee that as soon as this popped up, literally in the heads of everybody who's done
even
Savage,
now a popular story and very popular characters. So please look
EAS,
forward
just
to
heard,
what we will do with them in this raid.
and then shattering
こち
noises.
らの絶はですね、パッチ
They're crawling
7.1
under
で
their
リリ
desk
ース
saying,
予
"It
定とな
can't
ってお
hurt
り
me
ます。
again."
We are planning to release this ultimate in 7.1.
まあぜひね、ゆっくりちょっと挑んでいただけると嬉しいです。
So we hope you'll take your time with it.
さあ次、コンテンツのこう継続してアップデートしていきますよ
Okay.
と
What do we
い
got
うお
next,
知らせ
Yoshi?
だけしておきます。
Now just some quick updates on our ongoing content updates.
さまざまなコンテンツアップデートをしていきますので、こちら、
We have quite a few things we'll be updating.
まあこれらは 7.X シリーズでも
Blue Mage.
順次アップデートしていきますよという
Conceivably further
お知らせとして
Hildebrand.
受け取っておいてください。
Updated deep
So basically, all you need
dungeons.
to know is that we
variant
will be
dungeons,
updating all of these
PvP.
things during
Okay.
over the course of 7.x.
カットシーンコストの非常に高い某ヒルディブランドさんのシリーズですけど、開発チームやりたいということなので、ヒルディまた活躍してくれることになりました。はい。
Hildebrand is really eating up our budget with his fancy cutscenes, but the development team really wants to do it, so there will be more Hildebrand.
それから PVP のアップデートも本格的に、スタートするのは 7.1 からになります。まあ、7.0 はね、皆さんメインストーリーやジョブのレベルアップで忙しいと思うので、 7.1 から、いろんなものがスタートしていくことになります。
Our major PvP updates will be starting from 7.1 because we feel you have plenty to keep you occupied with 7.0.
I'm sure
そ
we
れからで
will.
すね、世界中でかなり
Field
お声を
operations.
頂戴してい
Good.
るこちらフィールド探
I've
索
kind
型
of felt
コ
the
ンテン
miss
ツと
of
呼んでるものをちょ
Bosia
っとお
this
知らせ
expansion.
しておきます。
And we've received a lot of feedback on this subject, so we want to talk a little bit about new field operations.
Kind of.
一部
I
ですね、イ
agree.
ンタビュー等ではちょっとお
It's
話し
just
して
something to
いるんです
do,
が、
right?
パッチ 7.X シ
And
リ
I like
ー
the
ズで
boss
は
fights.
エウレカとかロズヤに続く
I
フ
did too.
ィールドをイメージした探
I
索
just
型
hope that
の
they
新たな大
don't
型のコンテン
separate
ツ
them
も
like they
今
did.
計画中です。
I've mentioned this a bit in interviews, but
In
in
terms of, like,
7.x, we'll be
requiring Castrum
introducing something in the style
to move
of
to the
Eureka
second one?
and Bolgia, a new
That's
field
okay, yeah.
operation.
多人数で参加してですね、攻略を進めていくタイプの遊
'Cause
び
it's
となる
really
ように、
hard to, like,
現在企画を進め
Do
ていま
that
す。
now.
This will be something for a lot of players to participate in simultaneously in order to clear.
今後の続報をぜひちょっとお待ちください。
So please wait a bit and we'll give you some more information.
We'll get fun of those in live letter. Got it.
時代も変わったなと思うんですけど、エウレカを当初ねスタートした時はエウレカの話はもういいよみたいな反応も結構あったんですよ。
Yeah, the times have really changed because I remember when we started with Eureka, everyone was like, "Oh, Eureka."
Because Eureka sucked, Yoshi P.
遊びのねそういった枠の遊びの一つとしてアップデートやりきった結果、本当にたくさんの人にね楽しんでいただけるようなシリーズというかコンテンツの形になってきたので、ちょっとね一回お休みしてましたが、
As much as like some players like it, it was just way too fucking grindy. Bozia did it right, just didn't do it right for getting it as
We saw
Admiral.
it through to the end, and we worked hard to develop the content into something that a lot of people ended up enjoying. And we have taken a break for a while, but it will be back now, and we look forward to developing more similar field operations.
そしてコンテンツに関してなんですが、もう一個お知らせをして終わっていこうかなと思います。
Okay, just one more announcement, content-wise.
欧州ファンフェスでお伝えしました
We knew, so what is it, Yoshi P?
I hope they update Boss in Eureka. I feel more inclined to level in Eureka and get the Baldesian
So we
arsenal.
announced before that we will be having a new limited job released in the latter half of 6.x, 7.x.
ジョブ名だ
What
け
is it, Yoshi P?
お伝え
Fucking
して
tell
おこ
me.
うと思います。
Today we will tell you just the name of this job.
Oh,
There it is.
Beastmaster.
Let's go.
That'll be fun.
まずスカイを
I might actually want to play this
いただ
one.
きます。
Yeah, me too.
Beastmaster.
リミテッドジョブですので、ソロでも遊べるし、リミテッドジョブ同士のパーティーでも遊べるような
Because we didn't
企
learn
画
from
と
Blue
いう
Mage.
のも今使用作成進み始
Hopefully
めて
they
い
learn to
ま
make
す。
it more fun, considering
As a
Blue Mage
limited
just kind
job,
of
of
sucks.
course, we are proceeding with plans to allow you to play solo or in parties with other limited jobs.
I wonder if it'll be like sort of
魔術
Pokemon's.
界という名
You
前
have
で
to
す
go
の
capture
で、
beasts.
何かしらねこうちょっと収集的な要素もご用意したいと考えていますので、こちらについてもねちょっと 7.x シリーズの後半にはなりますが、
Oh shit, if it was like Pokemon, Rio might actually play the
出してい
game.
けるようになったら、
She loves
続
Pokemon.
行 PLL 等でお伝えしていこうと思います。
As it is Beastmaster, we are thinking of having some kind of collection feature to go with it, obviously. Once we have art and more information, we will share it with you.
はい。さて、新情報交えながらですね、7.0 とか 7.x シリーズの展開をここまでお伝えしてまいり
What
ま
else
した。
we got, Yoshi P?
So that is our updates about 7.0 and 7.x.
Okay.
第1次次グラフィックスアップデートの進捗状況をお伝えしてまい
Zeelo,
ろ
you
うと思
start
います。
pulse.
But I do also want to take a moment to talk about the graphics update and its current progress.
Good.
今回はグラフィックスアップデートもですね、随分大詰めになってきました。今バ
The
グと
last
ひた
trailer
す
for
ら
this
戦
looked
ってい
really
る
good.
と
I'm
ころ
excited
で
to
す。
see
皆さんの
where
プレイ
they
ヤー
are
キャラクタ
now.
ーどうなって
Maybe
いく
show
の
us
か、
like
その種族がどう
Limsa
な
and
ったのか
Gridania
気
and
になっ
stuff,
ているかと思います。
so we see what it looks like.
So it is
I'm with you
proceeding
there,
quite
Core,
well.
but
It's
I'm
a
gonna be
massive update.
glad to see
We're
what the
currently
upgrades look
contending
like.
with bugs. But I'm sure you want to see how all the different races are coming along.
Yes.
皆さんのお使いのすべての種族についてちょっとお伝えしていこうかなと思います。
So I will now show you a little bit about each race that you might want to play.
まずこちらヒューランミッドランダー男性からお伝えしていきましょう。
So let's start with a Huron Midlander male.
ここからはですね、皆さ
Default
ん
Chan.
画面を見て左側が、今のグ
I'm
ラフィック
surprised
ス
they
の状
didn't
態、
use
右に新し
the
いバー
Warrior
ジ
of
ョン
Light.
グラフィックスアップデートが入った状態を表示していきますので、ご理解くだ
Oh,
さ
they
い。
used the Warrior of Light
So on the
after he's
left,
had
we'll be showing
PTSD.
the current or
That's why his
original
hair's white.
version, and on the right, we'll be showing the new version with the graphics update.
Okay,
こ
well,
ち
you
ら
know
が
how this
ヒューラン
works.
グラフィックスアップデート版だとこのようになってい
I
ま
mean,
す。
that's pretty
So with the
fucking
update,
good.
this hero will look like this.
The hair
ま
looks
ずやっぱ
like
り髪
hair
の毛
and not a
の雰囲気
blob.
というのが、非常に明確になって、
Wow.
テクスチャー解像度不足していたものも
Look at the clothes too.
顔各ね
Yeah,
パーツ高解像度化
There
され
is
てかなりね
subsurface
見
light
栄えするようにな
scattering
ったんじゃないか
on
なと
that.
思います。
So as you can see, the hair is a lot more clearly defined, and also the texture resolution is significantly improved, and the face looks more natural now.
Yeah,
で
that's
繰り返し言っ
fantastic.
てますけど、 もっとなんかギラギラバキバキにすることもできるんですけど、まあ皆さんの持ってるそのキャラクターのイメー
Yeah,
ジ
you can see a little bit of shine on the skin and everything, which means they've actually got subsurface light scattering
違い
enabled.
がいまいち
Look
わ
at
か
the
らんっていうの
background
は
too.
ある意味
Like
ちょ
the
っと褒め
graphics
言
are
葉
just
のような
great
気もしてま
overall.
す。
As I've said before, we could do more, change things more, smoothen things more, but we do also want to keep the image of the characters the same. So honestly, if you think, oh, it doesn't look that different,
Look
that's
at
kind of
the
a good thing.
ears. And look at how the ear on the left, you can draw a straight line across the polygons.
あれも今回すべてグラフィックスアップデート対応して
And
い
the
ま
one
す。
on the right's a smooth ear.
Also, the starting gear for each race will be included in this graphics update as well.
Oh, thank God.
チェックも僕のチェックも終わりましたので、初期装備、各種族の種族装備のクオリティアップにもご注目ください。
My quality checks on that are already done, so definitely take a look at that starter gear when you can.
続いて、ヒューランミッドランダー女性です。
Here is the Midlander
I
female.
won't have to use my mods that I definitely don't use to
現行の
upgrade
状態。
the way characters look.
Here's the original
そしてこちらがアップデート版となります。
and updated.
Oh, look at the
やっぱり
eye.
髪の毛の質感、それからボリューム表現、かなり
There's
異
depth
なってます。あと唇のね、ツヤ表現なんかもう各種族パワーアップしてますね。
As you can see, the hair texture as well as the way that the volume is portrayed are quite different. And also, for each race, we've made some improvements to lip shine.
あとはですね、頬に落ちてる影をちょっと見ていただければいいんですが、かなり自然にセルフシャドウの
Yeah,
滑
no,
らか
this
に
is
落ちる
fantastic.
ようにな
I
り
am
ました。
I'm wholly
And also, if you take a look at the
happy
shadows
with
on your
this.
her cheeks, you can see that they are
Look good.
much more natural now.
give us
さ
Makote.
あ続いてハイランダー男性です。
Now we have a
I
Highlander
just want to see
male
Makote.
新しいバージョンがこちら。
with the new version.
まあ筋肉のね。凹凸、それに対してのこう影の表現、
Yeah, the
それから
skin doesn't look like
肌ツヤ
plastic
の光沢
anymore,
みたいなところ、非常に
which
わ
is
かりやすいか
nice.
と思います。
I think the muscle definition, as well as the shadows that go along with it, and the shine of the skin are very clear here.
まあ今まではね、こうテクスチャーでなんとか馴染ませていた
You
みたい
can
な
see
部分が
with the
よ
way
り
that the
自然な
shine
形になっ
is
たんじゃないかなと思います。
Yes, before we sort of had a
under his
mishmash of,
eyes.
textures looking
You can
there, but
actually
it's
sort
a
of
lot
see the
smoother
fact that
now.
it's an eyelid now.
さあでは続いてハイランダー女性見てみましょう。
And now for a Highlander female,
こちらが現行の状態。
original
こちらがグラフィックスアップデート版となってい
and
ます。
updated.
まあ、目鼻立ちっていうのが、まあ、非常に鮮明になって、例えば髪の生え際なんかもかな
Yeah, it's a
り
glow up.
自然になったんじゃないかな
It's
と
a
思い
big
ます。
glow up.
As you can see, it's become a lot more natural, especially around the hairline.
あとはこう
The
目
structure
元
of her
の
face
精
has
悍さみ
changed
たいな
ever
と
so
ころ
slightly.
よりはっきりしましたので、やっぱり目元のキャラメイクっ
But
ていうの
not
は
like
今
in a
回
bad way.
どの種族もかなり幅が広がったと思います。
And around the eyes are also the features are much better defined, so that will allow you to get a lot more specific in your character creation.
さあ続いてはエレゼン見ていきましょう。エレゼン男性です。
Take a look at the Elezen male
こちらがグラフィックスアップデート版。
and the updated version.
The ear immediately has
まあ、や
a
っぱ目を
major
引くのはね、
change.
髪の毛の詳細、それから耳の表現の自然さなん
Like
か
in a
っていう
good
とこ
way.
ろが
I
結構
love how the
こだわり
shadows
ポ
fall
イントです。
inside the hair now.
What I would notice most about this is obviously the details of the hair, as well as the characteristic ears.
まああとこの頬骨のあたりの特徴というのも、まあ結構ちょっとポリゴンが露出したような状態だったのが
I
吸
think
盤
he's
なん
saying
です
that
け
they have
ど、
more
今回骨
polygons to
格
work
表
with
現
now.
が非常に滑らかになったんじゃないかなと思います。
The cheekbones as well, we were having some polygon issues before, but they look much better defined.
まあちょっとね、
Yeah,
若返っ
they're-
て見えるかもしれません。
Send this to
He might
Harbus.
look
He
a
can
bit
play
younger and
elves.
fresher than before.
続いてはエレゼン女性。こちらが現行
He could play
となり
better
ます
looking elves.
Here's the original for an Elezen female.
そしてアップ
I
デ
am
ートさ
excited
れ
to
た
see how
エレゼン
Hrothgar.
女性
Wow,
といっ
that's
た
a
形
big
The
change.
updated version.
That's really good.
まあもう特にね全体的にやっぱりポリゴンの表示数というのが、増えたことによって滑らかになってこれまで以上にですねイメージを保ちつつ、 14ならではのリアルさみたいなところにちょっと近づけられたんじゃないかと思います。
Again, the hair
so with the
shading,
increased
like the
poly
shadow.
count, I think it's become a lot more natural, and it should be easier for you to get a sense of realism with your character, or perhaps realism in an FF14 sense.
あとは額のあたりのやっぱり
I'm hoping to see the Hrothgar here so that we can see, like, hopefully the fur looks more like fur
切れない状態でちょっと浮いて見えるんですけど、この影のセルフシャドウのあたりもかなり自然になったんじゃないかな
You
と
play
思います。
Hrothgar, right?
Previously,
Yeah.
the shadow with the bangs was
Did you
not
see that they
very,
were working
natural, but
on?
now it is,
He
much
did a
improved.
Q&A the
あ
other
とはこ
day
れちょっと素材
on
感の
one of the
話が
servers,
分
and 所
かりやすいん
working
ですけ
on
ど、
letting
所属装
Hrothgar
備
and
の
Vera
こ
wear
う首
hats
元のレザーをちょっと見てい
as
ただ
part
く
of
と、
Finally.
I
めちゃ
know,
め
right?
ちゃそのグラフィックスアップデート版革の模様が
I think
表面
they must be
体表がちゃん
rebuilding
と書き込まれて
their
るというか
rigs.
見えるかと
So
思います。
hopefully they'll also make it so
You
that
can also
Hrothgar can
see if
change
you
their
look at the
hair
color of her gear,
without a
you can see the
Fantasia.
improvement to the material
They
quality
actually
of the
did
leather.
that like a few
これ
patches
はグラ
ago.
フィックスアップデートされてる
Did they?
装備には
Yeah, I've been able to change my hair at the barber shop for like a year now.
Oh, good.
同じ革だとしても
I
いろ
don't
んな
play
革の表
Hrothgar,
現
so I don't
今
know.
回出
I
てき
just
ま
knew
す
that was a
ので
problem.
革や布
It was.
その素材感ぜひ注目
But
して
it's
み
only
てくだ
with
さい。
the hairs within your
With
own
this
face
update,
style,
it's not
right?
just like there's leather that has a singular
No,
texture. There are a lot of
they
different
changed it
qualities
so all
of
the
leather
hairs
that
are
we were
possible.
able to
Oh,
portray, and cloth as well. So definitely take a close look.
And some of the unlockable hairs even work. I was able to use the hair I used to use on Makote.
Oh, very good.
So these are our classic pretty boys, the male Mikote.
Excuse you. Yoshi P.
Pretty good looking
Pretty
already.
boys.
こちらがアップデート版となります。
This is the updated version.
Damn.
ここが唇のツヤとかですね、髪の毛のこうふんわりした雰囲気、目元のこういうシャープさっていうところがよりこう皆さんね調整して生きやすくなったんじゃないかなと思います。
Immediately better.
But the lip shine, the hair and its sort of fluffy texture, and the sharpness around the eyes are all improved
The ear
with this new
texture
version.
still needs a bit of an
ラハが
upgrade,
さらにイケ
it
メンにな
looks
って
like,
しまうなこれ。
but it's a
I think
little
Raha's going to
better.
be even more of a hottie now.
さあ、ではミコって女性見ていきましょう。
And let's take a look at the Mikote female.
はい、こちらが現行版となり
I
ます。
see they're getting heterochromia out of the way with
そして
Makote
こちらが
female.
アップデート版です。
And the update.
この肌の褐色っていう表現もですね、まあ、単なるこれまではちょっと色の調整みたいな形だったんですが、よりこうやってツヤが出せるようになって、
The ear texture on the female Makote is definitely better.
暗いところでも褐色の肌を使っている場合に色が潰れなくなってしっかりこう肌の特徴っていうのが今回出せるようになりました。
Right, so with dark skin, previously we only had the ability to sort of change the color of your skin, but now we have this improved shine and depth, so that even if your character is in a dark environment, you will still be able to see the features of your skin.
Good.
特に面白いのが東京ドームのバックスクリーンの並んでる映像を見ると、まあ同じライティング環境
You're
下なん
right,
で
the
すけど、
scar is going over the markings now. That's a good catch,
鮮明
Core.
さが
I didn't even notice
左
that.
で違うのがね、あそこ分かりやすいなと思います。
Yeah, if you look at the screen on the back here, we have, it's the same lighting really, but they look totally different.
さあ続い
Moody
て、
purple possum.
こちらルガディン男性です。
Now the
Continuing
rose.
on
Good.
to Rugadin male.
そしてこちらがグラフィックスアップデート版。
This is the updated version.
もう
That's
純粋に全
that's
部
very
パワーアッ
good.
プみたいな感じになって
The
ます。
beard hair still
I just
needs
feel like generally we have powered him
more.
up.
やっぱり元々の
to match
この
with
Yes, sir.
the.
To your daughter calls me daddy
凹凸
too.
表現というのが、まあ、ルガディン影響が大きい種族なんですが、それぞれがですね、自然に馴染むようになったんではないかなと思います。
In general, all of the limitations we had before had a really significant effect on Rugadin faces in particular, but I think that the update has really improved them.
僕のフレンドにもね、やっぱルガディンすごいこだわって使ってる方
That's very
いるんですけ
much
ど
you
さらに
versus the
ね
guy she tells you not to worry
まあそ
about.
のフレンドがどういったこう調整してくるのかちょっと個人的に楽しみだったりします。
I have a friend who is really obsessed with Rugadin, so I look forward to seeing how he will adjust his character in light of these updates.
はい、では続いてル
They're
ガデ
gonna
ィン
give
女性
everybody
い
a
きま
free
しょう。
Fantasia, right?
Now let's take a look at a female Rugadin.
こちらが現状の状態です。
This is
Almost
current.
certainly,
That'd be
right?
great.
そしてアップデートにより
And
こういった
updated.
形となり
Oh
ます。
wow, that one
あ、
also
ありが
looks
とうご
way
ざいま
better.
す。大きな拍手をいただいてます。ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much.
まあルガディン女性やっぱりこう男性と同様にですね、各パーツ制約の非常に多い状態でこれまでね、開発されていた状態でした。
So similar to the males, each part of the female face was really affected by the limitations we had.
You're right,
ただ
they
やっぱり
do
こう
have
パ
a
ーツそれ
nose.
ぞれの精度が非常に今回高くなったことによって、
I
まあ
didn't
なんかパーツ
notice.
感、オブジェクト感みたいなのが減ってしっかり顔全体馴染むようになったんじゃないかなと思ってます。
But because we've been able to improve each part, they now blend together better. It looks less like they're just sort of a bunch of objects and shapes assembled.
あとこう肌の表現とか、その
He straight up said the
ライトが当
original
たった時の
row females
その
were
肌の
Lego
透明感
built.
みたいなところ、何の話してんの俺、透明感とかそういったところにもご注目ください。
Also, the skin, overall, how it looks, sort of the clarity of the skin is also improved.
だんだん化粧品のアピールしてるような気分になってきたね。
I feel like a makeup commercial right now.
続いてララフェルです。ララフェル男性です。
Next, Lalafell male
こちらがアップデート版。
and updated.
もうね、違いがわからないぐら
You
い
definitely got a lot of
こだわってアップ
definition.
デートしました。
So we actually tried so hard to update this that we maybe can't tell the difference.
まあ髪はね、まあわかりやすいアップデートなんですけど、まあ瞳とか肌とか、これはもうね、
But Makote also good.
Yeah, they're like, we
The
can't.
hair is probably the easiest to tell
We
the
can't
difference,
fuck
but
up
the
the.
skin and
Oh,
eyes have
whoa!
also been
Look at
improved
the
as well.
look at the
とにか
shirt
くララ
though.
フェルの男性女性に関してはイメージを維持したまま。
The hair is way better, but look at there's actually a texture on that shirt.
めちゃくちゃこだわりましたんで。
We tried really hard to maintain the image we had of Lalafells while still making the
The eyes are
individual
really good too.
improvements.
可愛らしい、まあお人形のようなね雰囲気っていうのは維持しつつですね。
Yeah, that looks like an actual scarf and not a plastic
アルミと
poncho.
かですね、より自然にしてですね、頬のラインはよりちょっと丸くね、綺麗に出るようにかなり細かく調整してます。3回ぐらいリテイクしたはずなので。
So while maintaining this sort
Hard
of
to
cute
improve
and
on
doll-like
perfection.
appearance of the Lalafells, we did make adjustments to the eyelids to make them look more natural. We rounded out the face a bit better. Honestly, it took 3 separate tries to go over and over this until we got it right.
Yeah, it took so many separate tries that you talked about it in your last keynote, Yoshipi, instead of showing us other things. You made us stare at 2 pictures that nearly everybody said was the same picture.
If you take a look at the gear here, you can see that the cloth, similar to the leather from earlier, is much improved.
Yeah, the leather underneath is really good too.
Look better.
Now we'll take a look at a Lalafell female.
Way, way, way better.
このようになってます。
Yeah.
It was been updated like this.
10 out of 10. RTX on and RTX off, you're right.
男性と同じように、とにかく自然さを徹底して、愛くるしさを残したまま、
Amazing
さらに細かくキャ
texture
ラ
on
メ
the
イク
hair.
調整できるように、不審してます。
As with the Lalafell males, we wanted to prioritize making them look more natural while still keeping them very cute and lovable. And we think we've opened up a lot
Yeah,
more possibilities
the ears
for
went
more
from
delicate
legitimately no detail
まあ
whatsoever
特に
to,
今回ね、
oh
サ
hey,
ンプルとして
there's actually an ear
褐色
structure
の肌に
here.
してきましたけど、よりこう顔の滑らかさが分かりやすいはずなので、もう比べたら一目瞭然、どれだけやっぱり動かした時に自然に見えるかっていうところをこだわっていますので、ララフェル使ってる人多分いっぱいいますよね。
So with the dark skin, I think it's pretty obvious the quality of the skin on the face and the depth of the structure there. Do we have a lot of Lalafells here?
いますよね。いっぱいいますよ
There's
ね。
some, there's some. Oh, no, there's quite a bit.
It's crazy because in Japan everybody's dead quiet and just waving their little colored lanterns, and if this were the US or Europe, people would be just screaming.
And a lot on the stream as well.
はい、では続いてアウラ男性です。
Oh right, Aura exists.
Next, more an aura man.
こちら、アップデート版となってます。
Oh,
And here's the updated
that scale
version.
detail
やは
though.
りこう暗い、
Wilder
肌にした時の、まあ、肌の質感表現というのはめちゃくちゃ分かりやすいですし、 まあそれから角とか鱗っていうものに関しては皆さんのね、これまで公開してきたもののフィードバックを受けてかなりギリギリまでこだわって調整を続けております。
Like on his forehead where the light shine is.
So as you can see, the texture of the dark skin is improved, and also we've been taking on board your feedback from what we showed previously, and we are continuing to improve the horn and scales.
And the eyes, because people were really worried about the sclera not glowing. And it looks like it's probably going to glow again.
かなり効果的に効いてるんじゃないかなと思います。
I think the texture, the improved textures, really help out with the horns and scales.
It 100% does, Yoshi.
これ
You are
で
correct.
ヨハイさんにもナーマが見つかるといいね。
I hope a certain man can find his Nama now that he's graphically improved.
続いてアウラ女性いきましょう。
Let's look
Have
at
to
an
go back
Aura
and watch the
female now.
cutscene again.
こちらが現行
See if
版で
he's
す。
now considered a man.
That's the original.
こちらがアップデート版
And the
Whoa.
updated.
もともとアウラ滑らかなね肌の雰囲気持ってたんですが、それを
The
より
gear looks
滑
really
らか
good
に
too.
表現して鮮明でまあ美しくっていうところがポイントです。
So these Aura females already had quite a smooth and delicate appearance, but we think we've been able to improve that even still.
特にアウラはですね、目元、
You're right, eh?
専用のシェーダーと呼ばれている専用の描画をここ目の交際だけに取り入れてますので、これまでのような雰囲気を再現することもできますし、
I really want to
今回のよう
see
にね、瞳をより明確に
the
際
graphic
立たせる
updates
とい
that
う
they
ことも可
inevitably
能
are
になって
doing
ます。
to the starter
We've
cities, though,
used
because that's
some
where we spend
special
most of our
shaders for the
time.
eyes, so while you can still get that look that you're used to, you can also get something slightly more defined in the eyes, like on the updated version example here.
もちろんですね、アウラを使ってらっしゃる方でですね、いやいや、
I wonder if there's going to be like a
正規のない
checkbox to see if you want
瞳
glowing
というかね、
sclera
あれが好きなんだよっていう方いらっしゃるの分かって
for
ま
them
す。
to activate that shader.
Because we are aware that among the Aura players, some of you really like that currently dead and soulless eye look that they have.
ちゃんと、パラメータいじれば再現可能になっていますので、
are being called
チャレ
out.
ンジしてみてく
Every
ださ
Aura
い。
player that I know
If you
just got
adjust your
called out.
parameters correctly, you can still get that. So just give it a go.
まあぜひですね、各種族こだわりのキャラメイクというのをお楽しみください。
And in general, with all of the races, please look forward to adjusting your character to your preference.
で
You're gonna give us a
そこで
Fantasia,
キャラメイ
right?
クなんですけど、
You're not going to just make $1 billion off of this,
知り
right?
たいですよね、皆さんね。キャラク
Right,
ター
Square
ね
Enix?
You want to get into character creation,
Yoshi
don't
P
you?
be
Now?
like, teehee.
ちょっと今条件はまだ精査中ですが、プレイヤーの皆さんにですね、幻想薬一つプレゼ
Are
ン
you
ト
not
さ
gonna
せてい
show
ただこ
Rothgar?
うと思ってます。
Guess not.
We're still working out the details, but I do want to get every one of you a free Fantasia along with this.
まあやっぱり
Oh, there it is.
ね、グラフィックスアップデート、まあアップデートでクオリティ高くなるよとは言っても、
Feed my
やっぱり皆さ
addiction,
んの
Yoshi
キャラメイ
P.
クそれぞれのその数値が今のアップデートされたバージョンと噛み合うとは限らないので、よりですね、皆さんのキャラクターグレードアップさせていただくためにも幻想薬お配りしようかなと思いますので、
They will run a
ぜひ
poll
ですね、
as
それ
to
を使
what race I
っ
play
て
as
こだわり
Dawn
の、ね、
Trail.
さらに高品質な、皆さんのキャラクター作ってみてください。
Aura.
Obviously, even though the
I
update will
don't know that
overall
I'll have
raise the
Aura on
quality,
there.
there's
Aura
still the
look
possibility
awful.
that it won't give
I
you
know, it's
exactly the look that you
I'd rather
want
see you
right
as
away.
Makoto.
So we
Fucking
do want
Crash
to give you that
Bandicoot run.
Fantasia so that you can go into character creation and adjust your character to suit exactly what you imagine.
では続いてロスガ
There
ル
we
になり
go.
ます。
Next, we have a Rothgar
こちらがアップデートバージョンです。
and the update.
Okay, it had to, the stream had to buffer a
最
second.
も大きな恩恵はファーシェーダーと呼ばれる
But the
毛並み
nose has a
専用の
texture
さっきアウ
now.
ラね目でしたけど、今回ファーシェーダーと呼ばれる毛を
I think it could still go a bit
特別
more.
に描画するっていうのが14についに実装されましたので、これが一番大きいです。
Similar to how we had these distinctive eye shaders on the
Though
Aura,
the-
for the Hrothgar we have distinctive fur shaders that will make their fur more realistic.
Okay, it's a
こ
first
れはね、も
shader,
う
so
すい
that'll
ません
probably look better in
触ってもらって
motion.
動かしてもらうのが一番なんで。
It's better if you can sort of see it for yourself.
Okay, so
は
it
い、
needs to
続
be
い
in
てビエ
motion.
ラ
Got
男
it.
性です。
And now Viera male.
もともとね完成度高いんですよねやっぱり。
I mean, already he looks pretty good.
アップデートです。
And the updated version.
Yeah.
もともと完成度は高いんですけど、今回ね、我々がイメージしていた、理想形により近づけられたんじゃないかなと思ってます。
There
He
is.
already looked good, but we think we've brought him
I think
closer
they may
to
have
our
accidentally
original
clicked
vision,
a different
for what the
option.
Viera should look like.
Because there is an option to make the nose dark.
セルフシャドウ、
I use it for
影の入
Lockely.
り方、全然違うのが多分分かっていただけると思うので、特徴をですね、より強く表現しやすくなって、キャラメイクの幅広がってますので、
You're right, the pendant has been updated. Well, it's part of the gear, so they probably just reloaded the gear from
So
the
the
original.
shadows, of course, are much more natural, and also the distinctive features of the Viera are much easier to draw out now. So please do go in and make the Viera of your dreams.
では続いて
The Viera of your
です
dreams.
And now we have a Viera female as well.
こちら現行の状態、
That's the original
こちらがアップデートバージョンです。
and the updated.
これだけ、黒いね、かなり濃い色。
I don't know that that's the best screenshot
よ
on
り
the
ダー
right.
ク寄りのカラーを
It's
使
kind
っ
of-
ても今回のね全体
I
的
don't know,
な
maybe
シェ
it
ー
could
ド
be
耐えら
YouTube's
れるようになってます。
buffering, but
So as you can see, she's quite dark-skinned, and our new shaders can handle that level of dark skin.
正直14このぐらいの暗さ
eyes are
の
more
肌とか
the eyes are
テク
way
スチャ
more
ーが
pronounced,
一
and
番
the
実
shine
は
on
苦
them
手
is
で
really
影
good.
に入ると全部質感潰れてしまって凹凸も分からなくなるっていうのが、非常にねやっぱ開発しづらかったんですけど、今回ここまで
Be
表現
interested
で
in
きるよ
seeing
うに
how
なっ
the
て
if
ま
the
す。
eye shine is dynamic.
Honestly, historically, 14 has been pretty bad in
Painted
terms
in.
of displaying this type of dark skin. You enter a shadowy area and it all looks bad and falls apart. But with our new shaders, that will not be an issue.
この状態でも影による陰影、それから
That's
綺麗に、
good to
ね、
know.
感じられるようになってますし、唇のね艶なんかもしっかり出てるかと思います。
And even with the already dark skin, you can see the effects of lighting and shadow are very natural and look good.
続いてなんですが、
What was that next one?
グラフィックスアップデートのさらに続き、
Oh, this is
染
probably for
色箇所
gear.
が鈍いになるというお話です。
And now also with the graphics update, we will talk a little bit about our 2-die channels.
ちょっとサンプルいくつか持ってきましたので見ていこうかと思います。
I've brought some sample images, so let's take a look.
I'm so excited.
これがですね現状の状態。次が今まで染色、このねナイトの専用装備だと、布の部分。マントとね、
I feel like it'll
布の部分
probably
が
be
染色
the
可能でした
accents, like the gold accents that
So
you
on the
can
left, we have
adjust
the
on this
original,
one.
and then in the middle, we have the 1-die channel die affecting the cape.
でこれがですね今回鈍い染色可能になるので、こういったことがね
No, it's
可
just
能
the
になり
armor
ます。
itself. Okay,
But
cool.
now you will have 2-die channels to be able to create something like this.
Hell yeah.
鎧本体のカラーがね調整でき
Give
る。
me
I like
3
that.
die channels.
Which allows you to
Glamour's
color
the
the
true
armor
end
as well.
game.
It is.
続いて
It makes me miss Wildstar. They had
こ
3
ちらも
die
見て
channels.
みましょう。こちらがですね
cool.
今オリジナルの状態。
So
So
getting
this
a
is the
second's
original
just
status of this
it's not
gear.
enough for me, but I'll take it.
今までの染色ですね、皮の部分黒にできてた。わかります。
You get this gear
And
through
with our
Island
current dye
Sanctuary.
capabilities, you can change just the leather color.
それ以外のね布部分っていうのは染色できなくて白に固定されてました。
However, the clothing itself would always remain white.
それが今回2箇所染色できるようになるので、こういった色の違い出せるようになっていきます。
But now you can dye both.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
これはカラーのなんだろうこう色変化が分かりやすくしてるので、なんか吉田センスねえなとか思わないでくださいね。
So yes, I think you can see the contrast now, and you might be able to judge me for my color choices.
さあ
Did you
続いても
pick these, Yoshi
こちら
P?
がオリジナル装備。
Here's the original for a different piece of gear.
The
続いて
Peace Walker.
こちらがね今まで通り、服の部分ですね、布の部分染色できてました。
So you
And how it looks to
Dye
dye
the
it right now,
pants.
just dyeing the cloth bit.
そして今回、染色が鈍いになるので、こういったカラーの変更が可能です。
But in the future, this is what it will look like with 2-die channels.
ただやっぱり皮全体、皮の部分はですね、やっぱりこう
Real
装
in-game
備
right
の
here.
データって細かくなっていて、
This is what we're gonna spend
同
more
じ皮
time
に見える
doing
んです
than
けど、
anything
この
else.
中央の胸の部分っていうのは全く素材の違うパーツで作られているので、 ぱ鈍い染色じゃああそこまで巻き込んでできるかというとちょっとそうはならないので、こういった鈍い目がどこが染色できるようになるのかっていうのは、すいません、うちのキャラクターチームのセンスを信じてやってください。
So the reason that the entire leather is not dyed is actually because the middle piece is a different material system-wise than the rest of it. And this is a limitation that we will still have when creating these new gears with the 2 dye channels. So you'll just have to sort of trust in the aesthetic sense of our design team to make sure that the right parts are being dyed.
まあ全てのね細かい部位にやっぱり対応できているわけではないので、まあできる限りですね、皆さんがおしゃれしやすく同一素材の面積が多いところをとにかくちゃんと染色できるように今全ての装備に手を入れてますので、少々お待ちください。
But even though we can't promise that you will be able to dye every single bit, we are doing our best to make sure that we are giving you the best options possible to customize your gear as much as possible and, with the greatest amount of surface area being dyed. So we are working hard on it, and we thank you for your patience.
It's going to be the next expansion feature. 3 dye channels. They get to milk this one.
なんですが、今後これらの要素はですね、黄金のレガシー発売までの間にプロデュースされたライブなどをやって実際実機でねこう光を当てて動かしたりしながらまたお伝えしていこうと思いますので、ぜひ楽しみにお待ちください。
That is all we have to share about the graphics updates for today, but I will be giving ongoing updates up to the release of Dawn Trail in PLLs and such, so please keep an eye out for that.
すいません、ちょっと水もらえないですか？
Can I get some water, please?
今気づいたら用意されてない。あ、来た。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
Man's been talking for almost 2 hours straight.
すいません。
Unfortunately, if you stand up here for this long, your throat will get dry.
うまい。うまい。
Amazing.
よいしょ。さあ。では続いて、各種お知らせに入っていこうかと思います。
I just had a drink. I don't have another.
で、ここからはですね、この 7.0 黄金のレガシー発売までの間に、行われることをちょっとご紹介していきます。
These updates will pertain to the time period before Dawn Trail's release.
さあまず動作環境の変更がグラフィックスアップデートによって行われます。
So we will be having our updated system requirements.
すでにねお知らせさせていただいてますが、ぜひご確認の上ですね、準備の方よろしくお願いします。
Oh, that's just recommended. That's
we have announced
where it's
these
going to now.
previously, but if you have not yet taken a look at them, please do and make sure that your system is up to spec.
PC 環境でプレイされている方で、やべえまだ準備できてないっていう方。
I need to look
anyone
at this
playing on
year,
PC who
trying
just
to get
realized
Rio
that
an
they had
upgrade.
not yet updated how they needed to?
あら結構いらっしゃいますね。まだ結構いらっしゃいますね。あ、まだ結構いらっしゃいますね。
Since like crypto is kind of crashed really hardcore, it's really easy to get a lot of upgrades.
日本のファンフェスティバル
Especially if you're willing to step outside of
PC メー
NVIDIA's
カー、それからデバイスメーカーの皆さんが協賛してくださっており、協賛ブース展開もございます。まだですね、グラフィックスアップデートに備えていらっしゃらない方はですね、ぜひ協賛ブースの方にお立ち寄りいただいてですね、PC の買い替えなどデバイスの買い替えなどご
I really
検討
wish
い
I
ただける
understood
と大
Japanese
変
so I could
嬉しく
just
思い
talk about
ま
what
す。
he's talking while waiting.
Fortunately, we've partnered with several PC and device makers today, and they have a special booth set up so you can look at the equipment. So if you're not yet updated, maybe take a look over there and consider what upgrades you need.
はい。
We have some booths where you can go buy gear
お知ら
you
せなど
need.
もしていますが、フリートライアル拡大しております。
As we mentioned previously, we have also expanded the free trial.
すでにね、パッチ 6.5 から実施されてますが、フリートライアルの範囲は 4.0、4.x シリーズへと
Cross
拡
out
大
Heaven
していま
Sword,
す。
Raiden
We have
Stormblood,
expanded the
cross
free
out
trial
70,
through
Raiden 80.
4.x.
まだですね、14の世界に飛び込ん
I
で
think-
いらっしゃらないお
no.
友達とかね、
60,
家族とか、
70.
興味持ってるよみたいな方を、見つけたときにはですね、 ぜひフリートライアルから若葉をこうバッて植え付けて、参加させていただけると嬉しいです。
So if you have any friends or family, or you just run into someone who's like, I was considering playing, please foist this upon them as much as you can.
Please.
続いて Xbox いよいよ Xbox One リリース2月に OBT を開始いたします。
There's a pile of posters that have the meme printed out on them. You can take them as you leave. Just give them to people.
こ
Thank
ちらは
you.
ですね、2月21日頃、ちょっとまだその前後数日ずれる可能性があるんですけど、2月21日頃、オープンベータを開始させていただこうと思ってます。
Our current plan is to begin the open beta around the 21st. Plans could still change a few days in either direction, but that's what we're aiming for.
ぜひですね、Xbox ユーザーの皆さん、プレイの上でですね、この OBT から新たな冒険 7.0 備えるためにもね、冒険スタートしていただけると嬉しいです。
I really hope that a lot of Xbox players will get started right from beta and join us in 14.
Hell yeah.
Xbox ゲーマーの皆さんとですね、
We're gonna have so many new players who don't know what a fucking stack mechanic is. I
大勢
cannot
でお
wait.
会いできるのを楽しみにしております。
And I
Amazing.
look forward to meeting a lot of Xbox players as Warriors of Light in game.
そして続いては、こちら新たなるクロスオーバークエストファイナルファンタジー16、の旅路、順調にですねもうマスターアップしております。
And we are continuing our development of this new crossover with FF16.
こちらリリース4月上旬公
April.
開予定
Okay, well,
と
we'll
さ
have
せて
some
いただ
content
き
to
ます。
work on.
So this will be released in early April.
まあ 7.0 への期待感がガーッと上がっていくそのちょっと前ぐらいに出していこうかなと思いますので、欧州ファンフェスティバルでねお伝えした通り多数の報酬ご用意しております。
So we are planning to release this just before the hype peaks for Dawn Trail. And as we've mentioned previously, we do have quite a nice variety of rewards for those who complete it.
またファイナルファンタジー16はですね先日 DLC 第1弾も、リリースしてですねその世界さらに拡大中です。
So and also we have released our first DLC for 16. You might be aware.
ファイナルファンタジー14 7.0 を待つ間にファイナルファンタジー16のプレイもぜひよろしくお願いしますと、ファイナルファンタジー16プロデューサーの吉田さんから、伝言を預かっております。
And I happen to have a message from the producer of FF16, someone named Mr. Yoshida, who says that while you're waiting for Dawn Trail, you should give 16 a try.
すでにプレイしてくださった皆さんも DLC 含めよろしくお願いしますとくれぐれも伝えてくれと申し使っております。はい。
And also to those of you who are already playing 16, please check out the DLC, and thank you very much.
はい。さあ、なんとかぴったり予定通りに基調講演終われた気がするので、さあファンフェス始めましょうか。
We're ending right on time.
Are we?
おい、待て待て、吉田さん。何か忘れてませんか？
The Yoshi P special. We're
Am I
ending.
forgetting something?
Wait, are you forgetting something? Oh shit, right, there's a trailer we have to show them.
ロスがある。ウクラマトの
Ukramoto, yes. Yes.
This is like when a band walks off
そうニコ
stage
ってだと思ってた
and
んです
makes you
よ。
do the encore thing.
I totally thought Wukomat was the Mikote.
ご覧いただきましょう。どうぞ。
Let's look.
Here we are, Hrothgals. The music is good. Good. They have a pronounced muzzle. That's something that has been expected and wanted. Very good. 10 out of 10. They have a tiny little bit of a lean to them. I kind of wish that Hrothgar would stand up. Like male Hrothgar. Show one wearing a hat. There we go.
Very good.
ありがとうございます。大変お待たせいたしました。黄金のレガシーでは残る最後の種族であるロスガルの女性をプレイヤーキャラクターとして実装させていただきます。
Thank you. After a long wait, we will finally be implementing the last race, female Hrothgar.
さまざまなねデザイン候補の中からできる限り、ストレートな解釈というのを心がけて強くてしなやかなタイプを持つ種族として、今回デザインしてきました。
We did our best to straightforwardly make these as sleek and strong looking as possible.
こちら設定ですが、イルサバードに由来する種族となっており、ロスガルね、もともとイルサバード大陸に出自を持ってます。
As you know, what we have for the Hrothgar currently is that they hail from Ilsabard.
比較的ね出生率、設定もう出ているのでこれまでもお伝えしてきたんですが、女性の出生比率が少ない種族ですが、優れた指導者とか傑物をね輩出しています。
So you will be aware of this from the setting we have in game already, but female Hrothgar are typically rare, but they do have surpassing leadership qualities.
今回の物語に登場するトラル大陸ではですね、約90回が今回本拠地のような形で登場してきます。
As far as Tural goes, they have a home in Yaktel.
彼女らとの出会いと。
So I assume that if you went to the Square Enix page, it has a list or has a trailer for that, like immediately.
もちろんね、プレイヤーの皆さんがキャラクターとしてご自身のね。キャラクターとして選択可能になります。
And of course, you will be able to play as them as well.
種族の追加は大変なので、最後にしたいと私常々この10年言ってまいりました。
Making a new race is really hard, and I have continually said throughout these 10 years that this will be the last one.
But
これでプレイヤー種族の追加を最後にしたいと考えておりますが。どうなるかは分かりません。皆さん次第です。
And I'd like to say this will be the last one, but perhaps I can't. It depends on you.
先ほどね、冒頭ご紹介した新キャラクターウクラマトもロスガル女性です。ぜひですね、ウクラマト非常に魅力的なキャラクターになっていますのでご注目ください。
Of course, our Wuklamat that we introduced earlier is also a female Hrothgar, and she is really a lovely character. So
I want to say
it,
but you guys won't let me say that.
さあ、これでようやく、忘れ物も皆さんにお伝えしましたので、貴重公演も
For the Nightmare Hrothgar have been for the last 4 years. I don't really want them to make another one.
Okay, and now with that, we are finally done with the keynote.
では最後こちらを紹介して締めにしたいと思います。
But at the very end, I would like to show
like another
you one
bestial
more quick
race,
thing.
but what do we got? The key art.
Ooh.
Who's the Makote?
はい、こちら
Who's the machinist
吉田明子さん
Makote?
書き下ろしのアートとともに気象公演締めたいと思います。
Please look
So
forward
with this
to it.
art from Yoshida Akiko, we will end the keynote. Thank you.
Who's the machinist
というわけで黄金のレガ
Makote?
シーちゃんと出します。2024年に出します。発売となりま
It's
す。
you, Lockely. You're the main
We
character.
will, I assure you, released on trail in 2024.
発売日、コレクターズエディション予約特典など情報はきちんとまとめて次の機会に大きくまた皆さんにアナウンスさせていただきます。もう少しだけお待ちください。
And we will get the information on when the pre-order date is, as well as all of the collectors' information and special bonuses as soon as we can.
こちらの後ね、
What if
見
we
た
meet
ことないキャラクターが
the
いた
Arcanist
り
NPC?
もするんですが、ぜひそのあたりはね、ちょっとご想像してワ
You
ク
know, the
ワ
one
ク
who
していただける
fucked
と
off?
嬉しいです。
There are several characters you won't have met before in this art, so maybe think about what kind of people they will turn out to be and get hype.
さあではケイトさん通訳ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Thank you, Kate.
Well, Kate left, so that they're not going to announce anything else. That was fun.